commit to the lean right away. Head and eyes, handlebars. I'm always looking at the light under your motorcycle. That's the light. Head and eyes, handlebars. And then as you progress in the U-turn, you look at those cones and go, oh crap, I'm not gonna make it. Now you lean, and now I see the light get smaller. I want you to go head and eyes, handlebars, and then stay right there. But commit to it right away. And the reason people scrape their boards in 18 feet is they don't want to commit right away. And they commit at the last minute. So if you do it late, now you have to lean more. And that's why it scrapes. That's a good speed. Head and eyes. Commit to the lean right away. Head and eyes. Commit. Commit. Now right there, I'm not even close to dragging anything, but that's because I commit to the lean right away. I let the bike fall into the lean and I catch it with the clutch. Good. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Looking at the camera. Head and eyes. Good, good, good. Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, welcome back to the channel, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me, and you notice by now, or at least you should. For those of you that have never been to this channel before, welcome to you as well. My name's Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant. The name of this wonderful channel is Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. Guys, again, if you're here for the first time, you are in for a treat. If you have any interest at all in actually not being intimidated by your motorcycle when you slow down. And I'm talking about any type of motorcycle, not just large motorcycles like this, because the skills don't change, the techniques don't change. They apply to pretty much any motorcycle that you ride. I'm out here in Asheboro, North Carolina, specifically at Cox's Harley-Davidson, and they have been gracious enough to allow us to hold our practice session here, not just today, but tomorrow as well. And we have the whole range. Now, I was here last year and we had like a quarter of the range. We still made it work and I still appreciate it. But this time we have the whole range and I'm very appreciative of it. So I want to thank Cox's Harley-Davidson for allowing us to use it. I want to thank Trey, who works here at the Riding Academy, for being the kind of middleman as far as my communication. That's the person I communicated with to make all of this happen. Anyway, guys, what's going on here today? Welcome to practice session number 76. And I'm excited to be here. We have great weather. It's going to actually get a little hot today. I'm going to have to put my sleeves on, but no rain. So I'm happy about that. The co-star with me today, besides the Preloaders and the V.I.Preloaders, is my girl Angel. Angel's my 2019 Road King Special. And Angel, she's been really good to me. She's got Tab Performance 50 caliber slip-ons with the zombie baffles. And man, it sounds good and looks good. She also has custom dynamics lights all over her front, side is very important. She also has custom dynamics all around her, front, rear, and sides. Sides are so important, guys. If you don't have any lighting on the side of your motorcycle and you have a motorcycle that can fit fork lights, saddlebag lights, definitely get on that, because reflectors, that just doesn't cut it, especially since they're functional. They don't just stay lit. They're signal lights as well. And again, for those of you that are here for the first time, in my practice sessions, we do 13 different exercises. It used to be 14. I eliminated one of the bonus exercises, specifically the maze. And I eliminated that because the amount of time it takes to set it up and the amount of cones that I use with it, sometimes maybe somebody will do it. So it's not worth it. It really isn't, as far as how many people can actually do it. But I will let you know if I'm doing a practice session, for instance, for my anniversary practice session, which is going to be in November. I believe it's November 5th. November 4th is the anniversary ride and luncheon. And then the 5th, which is a Sunday, that's the practice session. I know I'm going to have people there that are going to do it, a good amount of people. So in that case, I'll set it up. But for the most part, I've replaced it with another bonus exercise that pretty much everybody can participate in. And that's what I want. I want as many people participating in these things as possible. But like I always say, there's never any pressure. You do what you want to do. No more, no less. And it's a positive environment, positive learning environment. There's no arrogance out here. There's no judgment. There's no name calling. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Dropping your motorcycle's par for the course. See where I'm going with this? This is all about each one, teach one. We're coming out here to learn. And at the same time, we have a ball out here. We really do, right? And it's important that everybody knows I'm not looking for perfection. And I'm not looking for it because I die out here looking for it. Because it doesn't exist. I'd never find it, right? But I know everybody's their worst critic. But that's not a big deal. We can work through that because I'm the same way. And I also know that when people don't get something right, if they drop a motorcycle, your confidence takes a hit. But that's why I always say in Preloader Nation, we identify and retry. Identify means I'm always going to ask you what happened. And if you don't know what you did, it increases the odds that you'll repeat it. But if you know what you did, that's the best way we move forward, right? That's how we move forward. And that's the goal here. We always want to be moving forward. Small victories here. You're not expected to get everything when you come out here one time, right? The goal is to get a little bit better, have a little better understanding of what's necessary to accomplish the goals that you set for yourself, right? This is a perishable skill. You can't just practice it once a month. You know, you got to kind of stay on top of it. So anyway, pay attention to what's going on out here, guys. We have all skill levels that are going to be participating out here today. We always do. And when the preloaders and V.I.Preloaders get here, we're going to talk to them. We're going to find out who they are, where they're from, what kind of motorcycle they're riding, how long they've been riding a motorcycle. More important to me, how long they've been practicing slow speed riding, and what they rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best in slow speed riding skills. And that number's for them and them only. And it's just so they can gauge themselves. So people that have never really practiced, they really don't know how to rate themselves. So sometimes their number will be high. And then at the end of the day, when I ask them the question again, they'll lower their number. Sometimes people's numbers stay the same. And sometimes people's numbers go up. There's sandbagging out here too, meaning people know that they're good, but they'll rate themselves very low. And I'll always call them on sandbagging. But that's it. I don't make up numbers for people. I can disagree with a number, but I always disagree with a number when it's too low. It's very rare, if at all, that I'll disagree with a number that's too high. I'll let Preloader Nation take care of that. All right, guys? All right, let's do it. What's your name?
David.
Where are you from?
Bassett, Virginia.
Oh, Virginia. I don't know why I thought you were from North Carolina.
I'm just right across the state line.
Gotcha. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
Oh, 30-some years.
What are you riding today?
14 Street Glide Standard.
Beautiful. You got another bike too, right?
I've got two others.
What do you got?
17 CVO Limited and 17 Street Glide Special.
Beautiful. How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
Oh, probably been about a couple years now.
Yeah, a couple of years. And so tell everybody, now you were here last year when I was out here in North Carolina and we practiced. You were here for 2 days, and you're here for 2 days again this year. Tell me what you're doing now as far as motorcycle slow speed stuff is concerned.
Well, I'm just constantly trying to build upon the skills each day I get a chance. The problem I have with it is like, of course, it's a perishable skill, like we know, and so I work out of town during the week, and then when I do come home, it's between the rain and all the other things to get caught up, so I don't get a chance to practice as often as I would like, but so when I can, I double up on it every chance I get.
Aren't you doing MSF stuff?
I am, yes.
So you're teaching people how to do this now?
Yes.
Guys, and this is what I'm talking about. Each one, teach one. This guy came out, practiced, watched the videos, and I was talking to Pete. We're going to talk to Pete in a second. But I said, once this gets in you, it's a part of you. And he's not just going to take it and keep it. He wants to share it. And that's what this is all about, man. That's how we're going to get this 2% number a little bit higher. 2% referring to the percentage of people that are actually comfortable, confident riding their motorcycles at slow speeds. If you had to give yourself a rating, 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, what would you give yourself?
See, I think we finished off last year about a 4. I might go about a 4 1/4 this time.
See, guys?
Just playing it safe.
Sandbagging, man. I told you guys, somebody's going to sandbag the first guy I'm talking to. Pleasure to see you again, man.
Yeah, you too.
And thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Pete.
Pete, where you from?
I'm from Thomasville, North Carolina.
How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
13 years.
What are you riding today?
21 Ultra Limited.
Beautiful bike. And you were also here last year, and your lovely wife. Hopefully she comes out here again today so I can say hi to her in person.
She'll be here.
How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
About 2.5 years.
Good. If you had to give yourself a rating, 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, what would you give yourself?
I'm going to say a 5.
5. Good to see you again, brother.
Absolutely. Enjoy it.
What's your name?
DeCarlo,
Where you from?
Clayton, North Carolina. About an hour and a half up the road.
Okay, good, good. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
I started about 2 years ago.
Okay, okay. What are you riding today?
2015 Road Glide.
Nice, nice. How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
Never.
Okay, good. If you had, all right, so if you had to give yourself a rating, 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, what would you give yourself?
1.
Okay, good. And what's important is, DeCarlo told me he's owned that motorcycle 2 years, and it sat in his garage for 2 years. What made you decide to bring it out now?
I started following and watching you on Instagram, and every year I kept saying, I'm going to go. And when you came to North Carolina, I told my wife, okay, I'm going. I want to get the confidence up to be able to ride the motorcycle, because she wanted me to sell it.
Absolutely. Now, there's a key question here. You're not just watching Instagram, right? You're watching the YouTube videos?
Yeah, I'm
okay, good.
Preloader, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Yep.
All right, listen. Pleasure to meet you, man.
You too.
We're going to get it done today, man.
All right, thank you.
What's your name?
Jim from Wilmington.
Jim from Wilmington. Very good. How long have you been riding a motorcycle, Jim?
15 years, 5 off, and just restarted about a year and a half ago.
Good, good. What are you riding today?
I'm riding a Heritage Classic, 2021.
Beautiful, beautiful Heritage. How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
That was the last year and a half that I just got involved. Yeah.
Beautiful. If you had to give yourself a rating, 1 to 10, 10 being the best?
I'm going to go with a 4 today.
4.
4, yeah.
We got some sandbagging going on today. We'll see if you join in the sandbagging club. What's your name?
Tommy Bird,
Where you from, Tommy?
Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Okay. How far is that from here?
71 miles.
Okay, not bad.
About an hour and a half.
Okay, really? Okay, good. How long have you been riding the motorcycle?
I've been riding since a young guy, but I bought this one about 4 years ago.
Okay.
I went from this first time on a touring bike,
Okay.
so I've been practicing off and on here.
What are you riding today?
I'm riding a 2019 Road Glide.
Nice. How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
Since I've been watching your shows at the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long has that been?
That's only been about 2 years. No real formal training.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 years if you've been doing it regularly, that's a lot of time.
Okay.
So that's good. If you had to give yourself a rating, 1 to 10, slow speed, what would you give yourself?
Probably about 3.
3.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
All right. What's your name?
My name's Lee,
Lee, where you from?
Smithfield, North Carolina.
How far is that from here?
About 2 hours.
Okay, wow, everybody's a pretty good distance from here. But it's closer than Pula, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
Well, I started about 43 years ago, but I don't have 43 years worth of experience. I can figure I've probably ridden 160,000 miles over all that time.
Okay. What are you riding today?
An 09 CVO Ultra Classic.
Beautiful bike, beautiful looking bike. How long have you been practicing slow speed riding, if any? None.
Have not.
Okay, good. All right, so this next question is going to be tough. If you had to give yourself a rating, slow speed skills, 1 to 10, what would you give yourself?
Well, I got to give myself something for.
Okay.
I'll say a 2. 2.5. Let's start with 2.5.
2.5. Pleasure to meet you, Lee.
Pleasure to meet you.
All right, brother. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to practice session number Is this 76? Definitely not 73. I'm unclear about the number. I thought it was 75. Well, let's think about it.
You posted online it was 76 and 77 this week.
Did I?
Yes.
Okay, then welcome to practice session number 76. If it's wrong, I'll edit it. But I'm losing count, guys. I'm going crazy. I'm glad to see you guys here. Anybody have a problem being on YouTube? Now, some of you guys are new as far as practicing. It's important that you know we have all skill levels here, right? Like I always say, take your egos and leave them in the grass. If you don't want them to get hot, leave them under the shade of the canopy. And I say that because we're here to learn. All that macho stuff don't work here, right? This is an each one, teach one environment. So if you know something, if you think something that you have, some information will benefit the other people here, share it, right? That includes me too, because I'll never claim to know everything. As a matter of fact, I learned something new pretty much almost every practice session, and it's from you guys. Remember, guys, there's 3 C's in Preloader Nation: confidence, control, and consistency. Confidence is always first because that's the main goal, raising our confidence. Everything else follows that. Control is second. I want you guys to be in control of your motorcycles all day today, and really every time you ride it, or as close to full control as possible, right? We're in a controlled environment, nothing to hit but cones. My cones don't mind being hit. They don't like being stared at, all right? Don't stare at my cones. If you do, I'm gonna call you on it. It's inappropriate, okay? All right. Front brake grabbers. Now, I'm not referring to if you're riding across the parking lot and you're going 15 miles per hour. Yes, front brake's fine. If we're in the middle of a slow speed maneuver, rear brake only. If I see you grab or squeeze that front brake, that's a 10 push-up penalty. It's voluntary. If you don't want to do it, somebody will do it for you. And it's not about the push-ups. It's about breaking a bad habit or an instinct. That's the largest hurdle you're going to have. Breaking a bad habit, breaking an instinct. Like I don't have to, if I push you in your back, I don't have to train you to put your arms out. It's an instinct or a reaction. If your motorcycle is falling today, I don't have to train you when you feel that falling to put your foot out. It's an instinct or a reaction. I do have to train you not to do that. So if you put your foot out today when you feel the bike falling, that's a 10 push-up penalty. That's the #1 way we get hurt at slow speeds on these motorcycles, putting our feet down. These are heavy-ass motorcycles. You're not doing anything putting your foot down, all right? But I do understand, like I said, it's an instinct. I'm expecting you guys not to give me certain things I'm asking for today. Head and eyes. I'm gonna ask you to turn your head and your eyes. Pete, some of you guys are not gonna give it to me, all right? Not put your feet down, some of you guys are not gonna give it to me, all right? But that's why we're here, and that leads me into my next question. Why are we here? Why do we practice? So again, we have all different skill levels, and I think somebody, Lee said to Andy, you don't need to practice anymore. You got this. No. So we have different goals. So even if you're proficient at this, then your goal becomes, I want to stay proficient. It's a perishable skill. So that's why we practice, practice, practice. If you're still trying to figure this out, that's a different goal. But I want you guys to realize there's no pressure out here today. This is not a competition. None of this stuff is spec'd out in competition specs, okay? Do what you feel comfortable doing. Now, I might see something in you that you don't, and I might ask you to do something you might not feel 100% comfortable doing, but trust me, I'm not gonna ask you to do something. Like if you're struggling, I'm not gonna say, come try this tight U-turn, right? I need you to step outside your comfort zone a little bit. But the beauty of that is it's seconds at a time that you have to do that, okay? And then you can move on with your life once you finish doing whatever we're doing, all right? So, and when I say you don't have to do everything, all of these exercises build on one another, from 1 to 9 to the bonus. So that doesn't mean just because you can't do 2, you can't do 4. We all learn differently. And some people amaze me. In my mind, I go, oh, there's no way they're gonna be able to do this. And then they rock it, and that's when I think they're messing with me, right? But we all learn differently. So with that being said, if we get to an exercise or we start progressing and you don't feel comfortable, you can always go back and practice the other stuff on your own if you'd like. But if you hit my cone, put it right back where it was. That's all I'm gonna ask, okay? All right, this guy's gonna do push-ups because he's late. Any questions about any of that? All right, so we already talked about why we're here, why we are here today. We're here to practice. Lee, what are the benefits of practicing? What are you looking for?
The bad habits you were speaking of.
Okay, breaking bad habits. Good, good, good.
You've shown me that I'm full of them.
Yes.
And that is my goal.
Good, good. And I commend you all for being here for this, especially you, right? So we practice, like he said, to break bad habits. We practice to increase our confidence, because everything's gonna follow that. And we practice because it gives us options out there. And what I mean by that is something as simple as going to a gas station. Like somebody told me, when I go to the gas station, he said, I used to go to the pump that was most convenient where I can go straight to it. I would avoid the other pumps because I would have to make some kind of slow speed maneuver turn. That's what I mean when I say options help us out, because that's something I don't want you guys to even have to think about. I want you to just do it, right? Options, 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 okay? All right, any questions about that? All right, beautiful. So for you guys that have never practiced, I want you to listen very closely to this. For the rest of you guys, I want you to listen too, because nothing I'm saying to you is going to be different to them. And I'm referring to the first 5 steps before you move your motorcycle that I want you all to follow today. Every single time you move this motorcycle. Before you move it, I want you to do these 5 things. 5 steps. Pete, what's always step number 1?
Make sure you're in first gear.
Make sure your motorcycle's in first gear. Boop. That's always step number 1. And I want to see you do it. Now, the funny part about step number 1 is I could be across this lot and see if you don't do it. If you start to move your motorcycle and both your feet come up, then I know you're not doing it, because I know you're not doing it. Step number 2.
Cover the rear brake.
Cover the rear brake. That's the one I meant, across the parking lot. Because if you're covering the rear brake when you start to move, only 1 foot comes up. If 2 feet come up, you said, screw your rules, Rob. I'm gonna do it my way. And that's fine. Let me also point out, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here. So if you do something that works for you, fine, do it. But I am gonna introduce something to you maybe that you're not familiar with, if I foresee that the way you're doing it could potentially be a problem, or even if I think my way is gonna be simpler for you, if your way is already hardwired in, that's the way you're gonna be more comfortable doing it, all right? And one of the things I talk about is throttle blipping. So I don't throttle blip. I don't advise people to throttle blip, because all it's doing is giving you something extra to do. But there are people that throttle blip, and that's what they do. So if that's what you do, that's what you do. All right. Yes. Throttle blipping is when you're going like this. Instead of just keeping it loaded, which we're going to get to, that's step number 3, they do like this. And I've worked with people that they did that. Again, they brought that in because in motorcycle school, they don't teach you to do this, right? Well, not in my motorcycle school. All right. Step number 2, cover the rear brake. And we're covering the rear brake because when I said take your egos and put them to the side, it's because I want you guys to be moving today like ballet dancers with your motorcycle, with grace and fluidity. That's how we do everything on this motorcycle at slow speeds. We don't do anything herky-jerky. Right? Now, I do understand that when you feel nervous, the last thing you're gonna do is be graceful. And I get that. But that's why we're practicing. Because we need to understand that small increments of movement, that's all we're doing out here. That's with the throttle, clutch, rear brake. Small increments of movements. And we're gonna talk about that. So speaking about small increments of movements, that's why we're gonna cover the rear brake. Covering it means I want you to rest your foot on it. What's your name? Brad? Okay, nice to meet you, Brad. Brad's motorcycle, what kind of motorcycle is that? What's the brand? Ducati. I'm not sure about how Brad's brake works. If you rest your foot on your brake, will it apply it? Okay, so it's different for him. For us, for our motorcycles, we can rest our foot on the rear brake and it won't apply the rear brake, right? But even if it does apply it, we're using light pressure today. It's important that you guys know that. Light pressure on the rear brake. Because the main thing that we're going to be using to control this motorcycle speed is the clutch, right? So we're covering the rear brake so that if you feel like you need to use it, you can apply gentle pressure. And that's easier to do if your foot's already on it. If you feel uh-oh and your foot's off of it, you're going to smash at it. I can almost guarantee that. Because again, oh crap, that's what you're going to do. So we cover it. If you need it, light pressure. Like I said, small increments of movement. Also, a lot of times when we're doing slow speed stuff, if I see your foot on the brake going like this, and your bike's going like this, and we're not trying to, it's not a mechanical bull, right? We want it to be nice and smooth. So most of the times we're dragging the rear brake, meaning you apply that gentle pressure and you hold it there, drag it. And if you do need to do small increments, it's so minuscule, you should barely be able to see it. I shouldn't see this, okay? That's why we cover the rear brake. Step number 3, as I already mentioned, we're gonna preload the throttle and keep it loaded. Familiar with the channel? Okay, you know what preloads? Okay, good. Preload it. So, all of our bikes, I was talking to you earlier about listening to it. So I want you to listen to that motorcycle today. And I want you to concentrate on when you raise the RPMs, you can look at it once to see what the number is. I don't care what the number is, I want you to hear what it sounds like. I don't want it too high. I don't want chug-a-lug. I just want it elevated and I want it smooth. That's your goal today, to keep that throttle smooth. So the sound, if we put it on an EKG machine, should be a flat line. That's what I want. I want a flat line today. You know what I mean. I don't want nobody dying today, but I want a flat line. Flat line's good out here today for that. Cluck, cluck, cluck. I don't want this, right? Because that means the motorcycle is just about to shut off. It's letting you know, I'm about to stall, do something. Hearing it, you should feel it too. But I know when people are nervous, they don't hear it and they don't feel it, okay? All right. So preload is important, but keeping it loaded, that's the thing. So I'm gonna tell you right now, if I start my motorcycle, I'm gonna ask you this, Lee. I start my motorcycle, no preload, I just start opening up the clutch. What's gonna happen if I open it all the way up? It's gonna stall out. Because once you start opening up the clutch into the friction zone and the clutch engages, it's gonna pull from your throttle, right? You'll hear it. So even when you preload and you start opening your clutch, you're gonna hear it go down a little bit. That's why I don't like a low preload. Preload and hold it there. When you start opening up the clutch, now if it goes down a little bit, you're still good. And at the end of the day, guys, the first 5 things that we're doing out here, we're not leaning the motorcycle at all. So we can take care of all of these things, not looking in the right place, putting feet down, all of those bad habits. We got to take care of that while we're straight up. Because if you do it straight up, you're going to do it when you start leaning too. And that's when we get hurt. All right? Okay. Step number 4. Oh, also guys, if you have any questions today, ask them. No such thing as a stupid question. Step number 4. Putting them on the spot. 4. Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. That's step number 4. So remember I said, we're doing everything with grace and fluidity. So we're not gonna pop our clutch out. Slowly release the clutch. We're already preloaded. So if I slowly release the clutch, the motorcycle should start moving slowly. And step number 5, as soon as the motorcycle starts to move, pick your left foot up. I don't want to see this. No. Keeping the foot on the ground as long as possible. No. As soon as it starts to move, pick the foot up. What keeps this motorcycle up at slow speeds?
The rear, the back tire. No, the RPM.
No, you had it right. Power to the rear wheel. Yes. Power to the rear wheel. Is that news to anybody here? Did anybody just learn something about that? Okay, good. So we all know power to the rear wheel keeps these bikes up at slow speeds. Anybody disagree with that? No. Beautiful. So that's why I tell people, some of this stuff is about knowledge. Some of it is just lack of practice. Because we know that that's what keeps it up, right? We know that with power, it always wants to stand up and it always wants to go straight. So that means it's going to straighten out our handle. We know that. Yet when we feel falling, we still think the answer is to put our foot out. So if you feel falling, what's the answer?
More throttle.
Is it? It could be. It all depends. That could be. That's what, a lot of times when people ask me questions, the answer is it depends. But remember, we follow the first 5 steps. We're already preloaded, right? We always have that throttle preloaded. So if we feel falling, what's the answer? Open up the clutch. But remember when I said small increments of movement? So the goal is correct it as soon as you feel it, and it'll be a small movement. If I feel falling or anything where I don't intend to feel it, I'm gonna correct it right away. Then it's a small movement. If I wait longer, it's a larger movement, not a big deal. But it all depends on what's happening. The goal is to know what to do based on what you feel, all right? What we don't need to do is this. So I'm glad we're having this conversation. Everybody's in agreement. If this bike's falling, this is all I have to do. Let's see what I get, all right? All right, and it's fine. Again, it's important that you guys also know the goal is not to get everything today, especially if you're just starting out and you haven't done this. Now, we all learn differently. Have there been people that have been riding for a month or 2 and come out here and knock this out the park? Yeah, we all learn differently. But like me, when I was studying for exams, I had to read stuff 5, 6 times. Some people can read it once, they got it. So with that being said, don't beat yourself up out here if you're not getting something, right? Anytime somebody gets frustrated, I say to them, how often do you practice? Never. You have not earned the right to be frustrated yet, right? You're where you should be because you're just starting. If you're doing this all the time and you're not getting it, all right, now you can get frustrated with yourself, all right? Well, we're gonna work on all of that. Any questions? Beautiful. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do today, guys, because I already talked about with taking off slowly by opening your clutch slowly, right? But we're gonna work on stopping because I realize that's something a lot of motorcycle riders are uncomfortable with, which makes sense because most motorcycle riders are very uncomfortable between 1 and 10 miles per hour. That includes stopping. And I've recently realized that when most motorcycle riders are coming to a stop, as soon as they feel falling, for them, that means time to stop. So that's why you see stops like this, they're abrupt. You see 2 feet out, front brake grab, all of that kind of stuff. And don't think that if I'm going slow, everything's gonna be okay with a passenger. Because I had someone, and he showed me on his home camera, stopping in front of his house. He felt falling, time to stop, handlebars were turned, bike fell, wife fell off, broken hip. And you think he feels good about himself? I still haven't seen him at a practice session, by the way. I'll edit that out. I'm not trying to make him feel bad, but it infuriated me. And I said to him that day, I know you feel like shit. You need to come out and practice with me, especially if you're gonna put her on the back. So my point is, you don't have to always be on a road, oh, I got this, I'm good. It could be something that simple, just coming to a stop. So that's why I want us to talk about coming to a stop. When you guys stop today, all day today, and after you leave here, your goal is to stop like this. Bing! Or, that's the goal. It's not gonna happen every time. We're still on 2 wheels. But that's how I want you to practice it all day. And just when you think, I'm just moving from here to here, I don't need to do it. No, we're in a practice frame of mind today. That means doing stuff that you don't necessarily have to do, that you don't think you necessarily have to do. Because the other part about practicing is building muscle memory. That's what we have to do out here, especially if you have bad habits, instincts. Muscle memory has to replace that. No other way around it except practice. So, how do we come to a smooth stop? Well, sometimes you can pull your clutch in and come to a smooth stop nice and easy. Boom. But sometimes when you're starting to come to a stop, you start feeling that, oh crap. How do you deal with that? I keep coming to him because...
Like you said earlier, I go ahead and put my feet down and grab it.
No. He said, put my feet down, grab the front brake. No. How should you deal with that? I'm gonna reword the question.
Open up my throttle.
Open up your throttle or your clutch? Because it got the clutch hand.
Clutch.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever we feel the motorcycle doing something we don't want it to do as far as falling, Power is what we need to provide. Not a lot, just a little. What are we doing at the same time? Rear brake, because we still want to stop. So if I'm coming to a stop and I start feeling the motorcycle starting to waver, like the coin rolling across the table, eventually that coin's going to start to waver, and with no power, it's going to fall. Your motorcycle's the same way. So when it starts to waver, open up the clutch a little bit. It's going to straighten you out a little bit. You might still be doing this. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Bing! This is about coordination too, and that's what I've learned. A lot of people are doing stuff in the wrong order, and that's why the motorcycle feels chaotic. And that's why I see people stop and put their foot down, and then they put it down again. So again, I'm not controlling your motorcycle. Nobody is but you. You know when the bike's going to stop, especially when we get to this exercise, and I'm telling you, I want you to go from this cone to this cone. So there's no reason why when you go from this cone to this cone, you should be stopping like this, like it was a surprise. Because the other thing I've learned is with motorcycle riders, there's no in-between when it comes to braking. It's no brakes, brake. That's it, no in-between. Well, today we're going to be dealing with the in-between, because the whole dragging the rear brake, when we do this exercise coming up, some of you guys, right from the start, you can be on the rear brake. It's a short distance, it's less than 15 feet. Drag it, drag it, drag it, drag it, drag it, power, 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 boom. And I'm going to demonstrate it for you, and I want you to hear my throttle as I'm doing it. You're going to hear it elevated. I'm going to be in the friction zone the whole time until I put my foot down almost. Then I'm going to pull the clutch in, because I want that motorcycle to stay up the whole time. Again, that's based on what I feel. If I don't need it, I can pull the clutch in. If I need it, let it out. Not too much, but if I do let it out too much, because sometimes that happens, that's why I'm always covering that rear brake. It's the corrector and the controller. It gives us better control at slow speeds. It corrects mistakes that we make with the clutch. So we're not going to rely too heavily on the rear brake, but if we need it, it's there. Questions? All right, let me demonstrate this for you guys. I'm going to ride the bike towards you. I want you to listen to my throttle, and I'm going to slow down purposely to get it to go slow, and then I'm going to go back into the friction zone, straighten out, straighten out. Bing! I wish I could make that sound every time I did it. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Friction zone, friction zone, friction zone, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Bing! Rear brake, rear brake. As soon as I start feeling that, friction zone, rear brake, friction zone, friction zone, friction zone. And it's a feel thing, so I'm not gonna put this foot down until I have the motorcycle. I know I'm gonna lean it over to that side a little bit. When I feel it's appropriate to do so, bam, my foot's gonna come down nice and easy. The other reason we don't wanna be stopping like this is because, and it happened when I was out in Tennessee. We went to stop, and this guy went to stop like this, and there was just a fine mist of gravel. His foot slid out, and then what we're doing is, it's a heavy motorcycle, we're trying to catch the bike, that's how we get hurt. If we're always in the habit of stopping like this, we're not gonna have that problem, right? We're not gonna have that problem. And that's what practicing does for us too. Our confidence is gonna make us feel so much more comfortable, and we're not gonna panic in situations where other people will, right? Again, tools in the tool belt. That's what it's doing, it's giving us tools. Questions? Okay, at this exercise, and I'll demonstrate it over there too, starts and stops. Now, again, most motorcycle riders deal with the discomfort of riding at slow speeds in two ways. They introduce speed, or they duck walk. We are not duck walking out here today. No, there's no push-ups for duck walking. But we're not duck walking out here today, right? We got to challenge ourselves. So, and I don't care the distance that you're moving the bike. That's why we start out with this, because I don't want you to have a lot of space. I want it to be all on you. Start smooth, stop smooth. Meaning your front suspension shouldn't go like this. I should barely see the suspension compress. That's how smooth I want you to be. That's how I want you to be, right? We're gonna work on it all day, all right? Questions? Don't let your front wheel pass the next cone. All right, let's do it. Oh my God, beautiful. Foot comes up right away, head and eyes straight ahead. Working it out with the handlebars, good. Excellent. Excellent, Pete. You can go park, man. Excellent. All right, Dave, show him how it's done. Dave's bike looking beautiful. Head and eye straight ahead. All right, take off a little bit slower, Dave. Good. Good, good, good. Good. One more. Excellent, Dave. Excellent. That's what I'm talking about, guys. All right, let's see if we got 3 for 3. All right, next cone. Nice. Stopping right at the cone. Head in his eyes, straight ahead. There we go with some clutch work right there. Good. All right, when you start moving, pick that foot up right away. Don't let it trail behind you. Yep, still trailing behind him. Good job, man. Good stops. Smooth preload. We got Andy over here, aka the doctor, helping out. That's your North Carolina Preloader Nation ambassador. All right, good. Give me a little bit more preload. I see your whole engine shaking. There we go. I like that. Head and eye, straight ahead. Next cone, don't pass it. Good. Good, good, good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. You passed the cone. So make sure your front wheel doesn't pass the next cone, okay? All right. It's looking good. Preload. Keep it loaded. Slowly release the clutch. Good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Rear brake, rear brake. Stop right there. All right. Let's try it again. Start fresh. Good. Keep the throttle right there. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Nice. 10 push-ups. All right. You got this. Reload. Good. Slowly release the clutch. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Nice. Give me another one. Head and eye, straight ahead. Good. Keep it loaded. Good. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. So remember, once the bike starts moving, if it's going at a good clip, you don't have to stay in the friction zone. You could pull the clutch back in, remove the power from the rear wheel momentarily. If you don't need it again, fine. If you do, give it a little bit. But you're covering that rear brake at the same time. Give me one more. Reload. Good. Keep it there. Keep it there. Slowly release the clutch. Good. Pull it in. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. That was beautiful because I'm not talking about you putting both feet. I don't care about that. You pulled the clutch in. Then at the end of that stop, when the motorcycle started feeling, I saw your hand go back into the friction zone. That's what I'm talking about. Good job. And that's what I want to see. I want him, when he doesn't feel something that he wants to feel, I want him to know that's the answer. Clutch. Good, 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 good. All right, next cone. Don't pass the cone. Don't pass the cone. Nice, nice and easy on that brake. You're good. Just open the clutch when you feel that. All right, I don't want that front wheel to pass the cone. Next one, okay? All right. Good. His head and his eyes are straight ahead. Preload's good. Foot up. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Nice. One more. Nice. Remember, right now you're braking when you feel falling. That's why your bike's going like this. Gradually brake. Gradually brake. Nice and easy. Good. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. There you go. Don't worry about that. That's what I'm talking about. Give me another one. Good. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. I'll take it, man. Good job. So right now he's just working on, you know, being smooth with that clutch. And that's why you see the bike jumping up, because he's letting the clutch out a little too abruptly. But he's covering the rear brake, and that's why we cover it. All right, so make sure you're preloading and keeping it loaded. See how your whole bike is shaking? See how much it's shaking? Preload the throttle. Preload it. See how it's not shaking as much? Let it go. See how much it's shaking now? Yep. That's how your bike is shaking like this as you're coming toward me. That means your throttle's too low. Preload it, keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Head and eye, straight ahead. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. All right, not bad. Reload, reload. Keep it loaded. Good, good. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Still shaking a lot. Keep that throttle loaded. Take off a little slower. Reload. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Your bike's a second from shutting off. Give me some preload. Preload, give me more. Give me more. All right, remember, more preload doesn't mean more speed. Preload the throttle. Preload it. Good, keep it there, keep it there. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Woo! All right. So we're gonna work on it with Lee. He's taking off a little abruptly, letting some speed help him out. But we'll work on it. All right, Brad. All right, make sure your front wheel doesn't pass the cone. All right, and I want you to take off slower. Head and eye, straight ahead. Straight ahead, look at my camera. Take off slower. Reload. There we go. That's what I want to see. Give me another one. All right, give me another one, a little slower. Good, good, good. Good job, Brad. All right, guys, and again, this is a warm-up exercise, and I don't expect it to be perfect. I don't expect anything out here to be perfect, but mark my words, guys. Everything that we're doing out here today is gonna come back to this. All right, we'll talk about this, and then we'll move on to exercise number 1, stops and starts. All right, break it up. Break it up. I put this hat on in California, and somebody said, "Are you hunting?" I said, "Yeah, I'm hunting duck walkers." All right. Actually, that was really good. It was really good. Now, if I told you to slow down, again, if you do this exercise and your handlebars are straight from cone to cone, going too fast, I want you to have to do this. The whole purpose here today is not to be smooth. Well, disregard that last transmission. The whole purpose is not to do stuff where the handlebars are just perfectly straight. I want you to have to work it out. So I told somebody, when it comes to practicing, and the ridiculous statement of, I don't want to practice because I don't want to drop my motorcycle. I always say, imagine you're getting on a plane and the cockpit is open, as it often is, and you say to the pilots, "Hey, you guys practice?" Imagine they said no because we don't want to crash. How comfortable are you going to be on that flight, right? I can almost guarantee you when they're in the flight simulator, it's not just a nice smooth flight from one spot to the other. Some stuff's going to happen, right? It has to, right? It's the same thing on these things, right? So I want you to feel, uh-oh, and I want you to work it out. So some of you guys came to a stop, like, tell me your name again. DeCarlo came to a stop, and he had to put both his feet down. And he was like, I didn't give a crap about that. It's going to happen every now and then. What I did give a crap about is, I noticed that he was going fast. And it's because he was staying in the friction zone in the same spot that whole trip, that whole 14-foot distance. So I told him, once you feel good, you can pull a clutch in. And he did that. And when he got to the end of that turn, and he felt, uh-oh, I saw his hand go like that. So I didn't care how the stop ended. I cared about that. Because at the end of the day today, guys, I don't want you putting your foot down when you feel, uh-oh. I don't want you doing that at all. Even if it means, even if you open up the clutch and fly out of an exercise, it's nothing to hit but a cone. I don't want you to put a foot down. That's the goal. One of the goals. All right? Any questions on that? This exercise is bread and butter, guys. It's bread and butter. It's gonna come in all day today. You can't get around it. You have to start and stop your motorcycle no matter what you ride, no matter how much you ride. So shouldn't we be like experts at it? It's something you have to do all the time. Well, now we know how to do it so we can practice it properly. All right? Okay. Next exercise is gonna be stops and starts. Now in this exercise, we're gonna be on this side. You guys are gonna go down there and you're gonna ride toward me. I want you to go up to second gear. This is not about speed. So I don't want you to think this is like emergency braking. But I just want you to be accustomed to downshifting, initially braking with the front brake, or you can use the front and the rear, it's up to you. And when you get to the end of this stop, rear brake only. Remember, 1 to 10 miles per hour is rear brake only. So if the question is, when do I transition from the front to the rear? In that range. I don't care where you do it, but in that range. It could be right before you put your foot down, off rear brake, because the rear brake is the finisher. It's gonna smooth out that stop. Some of you guys were coming to a stop and it was stopping like this. You were using the rear brake, who was it? Yes. So he was having some herky-jerky moments. His clutch, he was opening up the clutch too quick, so the bike was going like this. Not a big deal, we just got here. But he's also covering the rear brake. This is why we cover it, because every now and then that's gonna happen. But he's already there to correct that. So at no point was he out of control. He didn't mean for it to pop, but that was the counter to it, all right? All right, so anyway, you guys are gonna ride toward me, 20, 25, whatever it is, miles per hour. Brake, 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 brake. Front brake, front brake, front brake. Finish it off with the rear brake. Now, I've had some people, they're on the rear brake the whole stop because they're trying to avoid having to do push-ups. Listen, if you want this motorcycle to stop, you got to use the front brake, right? But, and I also don't want you coming to a stop like this. Again, this is not a surprise stop. I'm a stop sign. Stop at me. You know you're going to stop. Gradual, gradual, gradual. Brake, 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 brake. Boom. All right? Questions? Anybody need a demo on that? Let me not ask with that tone, because if you need it, you need it. Does anyone need a demo on that? Okay. Video, audio. Exercise number 1, guys. Stops and starts. Beautiful, just beautiful, Pete. And I'm also looking for the takeoff too, the preload. I don't want to hit chug-a-lug. Excellent. Nice takeoff. And I want them to know, I don't want them, this is not a stop coming from speed. Good job. And so that's why some of their stops are a little abrupt, because they're stopping as if, you know, they didn't know they had to stop. There we go, this is how it should look. Ten push-ups. You can go park, man, you're good. Preload, preload, preload. First 5 steps, see the bike was chug-a-lugging. Good, this is how the stop should be. Very good, I hit the throttle up. Excellent. Preload, preload. I hear chug-a-lug. I forgot to tell these guys they didn't have to go again. Good job. Preload. Good. We got to get in the habit right from here. Preload that throttle. You're supposed to be here. Do it again. It's not about speed, Brad. It's not about speed. People are getting confused. This is not emergency braking. It's a stop sign. Excellent, you can park. Good. Go park. Good job, you can park. All right, Brad, nice and easy. Second gear. You didn't use the front brake at all. Remember, you're supposed to start with the front, transition to the rear. Try it again. And again, I know this is something that he knows how to do, but I want him to get it correct. Here, front brake, rear brake, because if you want this bike to really stop, it's front brake or both brakes, but I want him to finish it off at the rear. The purpose is to get accustomed to the transition. There we go. All right. All right, guys, we'll move on to exercise number 2. Slow ride, slow ride. All right, so I'm blaming Pete for this. This happens every practice session. I tell people, you're coming to a stop sign. This is not about speed. It's not emergency braking. And then somebody's always coming to me at 45 miles an hour. So when he did that, the rest of you guys are kind of, not all of you, you two didn't. But here's the good thing. Even at that speed, by the time he got to me, his stop was like this. That's about being coordinated. If he doesn't give enough brake by the time he gets to me, then the last couple of feet, he's gonna have to give extra brake. And that's when you see this, right? But remember, I said it's a stop sign. You know, all right, I'm gonna stop. But some of us speed up to stop sign. So maybe I gotta reword this. I don't know. But anyway, good job, good job. And if you saw Brad go again, it's because the first time Brad went, same thing, he was going 56 miles an hour, right? And he passed me. So I said, all right, do it again. Second time he did it, he only used the rear brake. I said, no, front brake. The purpose is getting you accustomed to transitioning. So all right, here's the question. Can I stop my motorcycle smoothly using the front brake? The answer is yes. However, if you're not accustomed to doing this stuff, when you have an uh-oh moment, if it's not already built in your muscle memory, you're gonna grab that front brake. And that's when problems happen. Plus, at no point while we're doing slow speed maneuvers are we gonna be using the front brake. Because, and I kept telling Lee, you're gonna be that guy. There's always one at every practice session that they're gonna give me preload as if I'm charging them for it. I'm like, give me some more. He's like, there you go. You said small increments, didn't you? That's all you're getting. With your parents? Okay, good. So when I say preload, his whole bike is like, and I see it as he's pulling up. I see it and I hear it. I need him to see it and hear it. Because again, if his bike stalls while we're going straight, no big deal. But whatever you're doing here, you're gonna do here and out there. Guaranteed. You're not gonna change the way you ride here, right? So that's why we gotta tackle that here, now. So when I tell preload, when I say give me more, just give me some more. I want you to, because I know it's gonna go down, so just give me some more. You're not gonna hurt the bike, I guarantee you. Questions about that? Beautiful. All right, exercise number 2, guys, the slow ride, right? Some of you guys are pretty much already doing it in that. So the difference between that and this is now we're gonna be moving. I'm gonna be walking aside you, you're gonna be riding. Ride at my walking pace. Don't pass me, right? That's the goal. And the purpose of this exercise is, again, when you feel, uh-oh, hold on. You coming over, dear?
That's our son.
I know it is.
You do?
Pleasure to meet you.
Well, you're the boss of the motorcycles.
Well, so is your son. Which chair do you want?
He thinks you're wonderful.
Thank you. He's wonderful. Which chair you want? I'll throw all this crap off.
Thank you, that's fine.
How you doing, brother? Good to meet you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming out.
Yeah,
Right.
Even though you're here for your boy, but I appreciate it.
Right.
These chairs are yours?
Yeah.
Oh, you got your own chair? What is this?
That's our chairs.
Oh, okay. All right, well, you don't need them now.
I'm baby boy at 50 years old.
That's right, you're gonna always be baby boy. All right, sorry guys. Had to acknowledge the parents. All right. So, as you're riding in my walking pace, again, I want you to feel something and I want you to work it out while not passing me, right? I'm not gonna be walking ridiculously slow, I'm gonna walk at a normal pace. So you can do this in one of three ways. You can use the clutch, open up the clutch slowly. As soon as the bike starts to move, you can pull the clutch right back in. Let it coast a little. If you feel like you need some power, give it a little, take it away, right? You could do that. Or open the clutch into the friction zone and drag the rear brake the whole time while you're in the friction zone. Or you could do a little bit of both. Totally up to you how you want to do it. Any questions? Anybody need to see a demonstration? Okay, good. And keep in mind, and I didn't say this before, head and eyes, guys. Keep your head and your eyes straight ahead. All right, just have them ride to me. Come to a smooth stop. All right, don't get nervous. The parents are here. You ready? All right, let's do it. Come to a smooth stop. Good job. You can park back over here. Nice. Ready? All right, let's do it. Come to a smooth stop. Good job, brother. Good. Beautiful. Ready? You're good. All right, let's do it. Good. Head and eyes straight ahead. Come to a smooth stop. That's what I'm talking about. All right, ready? Yep. All right, let's do it. Head and eyes, straight ahead. That's right, work it out. Work it out. Come to a smooth stop. All right, so right now you're really heavy on that rear brake. Okay. Nice and easy, but we just got here. Everything's herky-jerky, but you're still handling it. Good job. Preload! See, I hear that chug-a-lug. I don't want to hear the chug-a-lug. I want him to be paying attention to it all the time. All right, ready?
Yes, sir.
Head and eyes, straight ahead. Preload, good. Preload, preload, preload. Your whole bike is shaking. Good, good, good. Come to a smooth stop. Keep preload, preload. Yeah, so remember, right there, you felt falling. Time to stop. Preload that throttle. Slowly release. Preload the throttle. Keep going to the friction zone so it doesn't fall. Smooth stop with the rear brake. Good job, man. If you want to, yeah, you can do it again. Yeah, if they want to do it again, I definitely want them to do it again. Nice, ready? All right, let's do it. Come to a smooth stop. Outstanding, man. All right, ready? Head and eye, straight ahead. Oh, you're passing me. You're passing me. Come to a smooth stop. All right, do it again. And I wanted to do it again because A, he passed me, and B, the stop wasn't smooth. And I saw him shake his head, so I want to give him a chance to. We're about building confidence here. All right, ready? Preload. Keep it there. Slowly release the clutch. Let's do it. Keep that throttle up. Good. Good. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Keep it loaded. Good. Good. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Come to a smooth stop. Yeah, you see that your bike is because your throttle's too low.
This thing is geared pretty tall compared to that FXR that I'm used to riding. It takes a lot to get it going.
Let me see something. Yeah, you just got to keep that throttle up. Keep it loaded, brother. All right, good job. All right, ready? All right, let's do it. Head and eye, straight ahead. Passing me again, Brad. There we go. There we go. Smooth stop. Not bad, man. Not bad. All right, guys, we're going to move on to exercise number 3. Trust and believe. Any questions on that last exercise? So, the reason you saw Brad do it over is because he was going a little fast. I'm always going to be a stickler about your speed because, again, if your handlebars can stay like this, going too fast, we could do that anywhere. We're all here to practice. So, and then he wasn't happy with his stop. I saw him go like this with his head. Not a big deal. It's going to happen every now and then. And Lee, the same thing. Lee did it fine. Wasn't happy with the stop. That's what I mean when I say, when you guys leave here today, you're going to be conscious about your stop all the time now. And that's a good thing, right? Because this is where it all starts. This is where the confidence builds. All right. No questions? Great. Lee, do you trust and believe that as long as you provide sufficient power to the rear wheel, your bike's not going to fall?
I want to say yeah.
It's an honest answer. He said, I want to say yeah, but that's the honest answer. Whenever somebody says something else, I always tell them they're full of crap, right? We talked about it earlier. We all agreed, and we all are aware that if the bike is falling, power is going to pick it up. Well, this is the exercise to work on to transform your brain to associate falling with that, not this, right? Anybody unfamiliar with this exercise? Who hasn't practiced it? You haven't. Okay, good. All right, very simple. 5 steps. What's always step number 1, Brad? Make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. It's a rectangle, first gear, come across, cover the rear brake. Preload and keep it loaded. Clutch. But now we're not slowly releasing the clutch into the friction zone. We're going to put the clutch right before the friction zone. I don't want you in the friction zone. This happens all the time. When people are sitting there, I see their bike moving like this. And that's because they're in the friction zone, but they're holding the bike with the rear brake. Your rear brake and your throttle work together in harmony. Don't make them fight. If your bike is sitting, you're making them fight. That's how you run into clutch problems. Everything else that we're doing in the friction zone, it's a wet clutch. The motorcycle is designed to be ridden in the friction zone, so don't worry about that. But if you make them fight, that's when you run into problem. So, while you're sitting there, preloaded, open up your clutch, and when you feel your bike starting to move, pull it back in just a little bit, right before it. Because step number 5, I want you to pick up this foot with the bike not moving at all. Or if I see your front wheel moving, I'm gonna say, you're moving. I need you to be constantly aware of what's going on with your motorcycle. So if it's moving, I shouldn't have to tell you it's moving, you should feel it's moving. Of course, I know that's not gonna happen because this exercise, for some reason, you would think we were doing it on a cliff. Like people are just, people are just like panicking. So
It's easy until you're within these cones.
forget about these damn codes. Head and eyes, straight ahead. Okay, so a couple of things. The purpose of this exercise is not for you to pick up your foot and see how long this bike will balance. Because that's what people do. I see them doing this. As soon as you pick your foot up, if you feel falling, you're in the exercise. Commence. Don't put your foot right back down. Or pick this foot up, put this foot down. No, you're in the exercise, right? But remember, we're doing everything controlled. I also don't want you to pick up your foot and just open your hand. I need you to feel it. If you want to remember anything, tie an emotion to it. The fear is the emotion here because that's what you feel. So that's why we have to change that feeling. Well, the feeling will always be there, but what your reaction is going to be is what's going to change. It's going to be this. And this, I'm telling you right now, it's going to take time. It is going to take time because I want you to think about this. If we're not even moving and it's difficult for you to trust it, how are you going to trust it in the lean, right? And that's when it's most relevant, in a lean, okay? But it's relevant anytime. Anytime, like when you were coming to the end of that stop and I saw your hand go like this. That's trust and believe. That's all that is. You felt something, you did something. All right, so I'm gonna demonstrate it for you. Now, sometimes people do this, they're preloaded, sitting there for like 20 seconds, preloaded, because I don't know, they're working it out. I don't know. Yeah. Don't overthink this, guys. Pick up your foot as soon as you feel falling. Now, don't pop it out. That Ducati might be able to do a wheelie. I don't know. We don't have to worry about a wheelie. But here's the beauty of it. Even if you did pop it out, you're still good. Recovering the rear brake. I want you guys to come to a smooth stop once we start this, right? Maybe I should do it going that way. You guys will be all right. Remember, control. That's why we're covering the rear brake. It's not an emergency brake. So when you open up the clutch and you move, you're already on it. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Smooth. I want you to stop smoothly. I don't care how long. Well, don't go in the grass. Don't hit my camera, right? Nice and smooth. Questions? The other thing is, the beauty of this is, I don't care how far this bike is falling. You can still correct it with this. So if you correct it as soon as you feel it, that's all you're going to need probably because you're already preloaded. If you wait for it to be all the way over, you're going to have to open up your hand faster. That's all. You might even have to throttle it. The point is, I mean, you can lay this bike on its side and pick it up with throttle. So my point is, putting your foot out is, I hate to say never, it's rarely the answer. You want it to stand up? Use the clutch. All right, I'm going to demonstrate it. I'm going to face that way. Don't worry about it. Actually, let me turn around. Straighten out. First gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload. Now, Lee, don't rip me off on the preload. You need it here. Preload. Clutch. Right there. All right, so I'm good. Head and eye straight ahead. Foot up. Rear brake. Boom. Now I'm going to let it fall a little bit more. Stand by, Doc. We might need your services. Reload. Clutch. Questions? And the beauty of it is the discomfort that you feel, it's milliseconds. You feel it, oh crap, that fixes it. So I don't want you to think that the more proficient you get at this, you're still not gonna have you're not gonna have the pucker effect. It's still gonna happen. Every now and then it's like, oh crap. But I don't panic because I trust it now. I really trust it. That's why I'm always concentrating on what I hear. That sound is like a security blanket for me. If I hear it, I know if I need it, all I have to do is open my hand. If my engine is going cluck, 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 I don't like the way that sounds at all. I don't like the way it feels. Okay? Questions? All right. You ready? Some preload. Good. Smooth stop. Good job. All right, you ready? Come to a smooth stop. Do it again, you're moving a little bit. All right, that was it, Dave. Trust and believe, baby. Head and eye, straight ahead. Now you're moving. Try it again. That's right, don't let that bike move at all. Up, you're moving. Use that rear brake. Make sure you don't move. Come to a stop. There we go, brother. All right, first gear. It's going to help you if you change these bars too. You'll see. All right, covering the rear brake, yes. Preload. Keep it loaded. Head and eye straight ahead. Clutch right before the friction zone. Good. All right, when you're ready, pick up that foot. Don't let that bike move at all. Come to a smooth stop. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Good, you're good, you're good. Nope, you're moving, you're moving. Foot up. Open it up. Oh, that was it. Foot up. Open it up, come to a stop. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby. You're good, you're good. Head and eyes. There we go. All right, first gear. Covering the rear brake. Preload. Good, not that much. A little bit less, okay, good. Clutch right before the friction zone. All right, when you're ready, pick up that foot. Don't let this bike move an inch. Good. Now right there, I heard your preload go down. Keep that preload up. There we go, smooth stop. Nice. I'll take it. First gear, covering the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Nope, don't move, you see your bike's moving. Clutch right before the friction zone. Okay, when you're ready, pick up that foot. Don't let this bike move at all. It's moving now. Don't let it move at all. Control it, use that rear brake.
That would be gravity pulling it forward.
Use the rear brake. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Good, preload, head and eye straight ahead. Keep it loaded, come to a stop. Try that again, you were moving a little bit. Oh, you're moving, there we go. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Try it again, that was good. Preload. Preload, good. Foot up, open it up, keep it loaded, rear brake. Good job. Nice stop, nice and smooth.
Thank you.
All right, first gear, check. Covering the rear brake. Preload. And keep it loaded. Clutch right before the friction zone. Good. When you're ready, pick up this foot. Make sure this bike is moving now. Use the rear brake to make sure it doesn't move. Oh, preload. Here you keep it loaded. Head and eye straight ahead. Pick up this foot. Don't let this bike move at all. When you feel falling, keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Open clutch, come to a smooth stop. Good, give me another one. You were moving just a little bit. Good, good, smooth stop. Nice, Lee. All right, first gear. Covering the rear brake. Preload. That's all the preloads you're gonna give me, huh? All right, I'll take it. Clutch right before the friction zone. Okay, good. When you're ready, pick up this foot. Make sure this bike's not moving at all. When you feel falling, open up, come to a smooth stop. Nope, don't move, don't move. Okay. Give me some preload. Give me some preload. Okay, so right now you're not giving me any preload. Give me some preload. Yeah, hold it there. That's what I want to hear. But see how the back of your bike is moving? Because you're in the friction zone. Make sure you're not in the friction zone. You don't have to pull it in all the way, just right before it. Right before the friction zone. Okay, when you're ready, head and eye straight ahead. Pick up this foot. Make sure the bike's not moving. Come to a smooth stop. Once you feel falling, open up that hand. Foot up. Good. There we go. That was it. Don't worry about it, it's the first time, man. Foot up. Good, open the clutch, smooth stop. Good job, try it again. That was actually perfect. No, right here. You try it right here. Good, foot up. There we go. I'm glad you caught that because it was moving, good. Preload. Yeah, just keep it right there. Let it out. Ah, that was it. Just not letting it out, that's all. Open it up, good, smooth stop. All right, good job, man. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 4. Right turns, left turns from a stop. Everything that we've done before exercise number 4 is gonna be relevant in 4. That's why we do them in this order. Anybody got any questions with trust and believe? I'm telling you guys. So when some people feel, uh-oh, they do one of 2 things. A, they put their feet down. B, they squeeze in the clutch. Or C, they open the clutch. One of those 3 things. So trust and believe is getting you to feel, uh-oh, and open the clutch. Not pop it, we're not panicking. But like I said, even if you pop it, at least out here, it's not a big deal. Because if you give it too much power, it's still gonna stand up, it's not gonna fall, and you're gonna correct it. This exercise, exercise number 4, right turns, left turns from a stop. This is when it happens, when people go to make a turn here, as soon as they go to turn right here, that's when those 3 things come up. They feel, oh crap, put a foot down, pull the clutch in, drop, open the clutch, right? So, the biggest thing is people go, I don't like turning the handlebars. That's my issue. Well, I got good news for you guys. Your motorcycle balances better with the handlebars turned. And that's why I can kind of bring the motorcycle to a complete stop. You're not gonna see me doing that with the handlebars straight. If I do that, I'm not gonna be there for long. You can do it a lot, it's like a tripod effect. So, the reason we do all of these things, the reason I tell you guys slow down over here, slow down with the slow ride, is because I know when you get here, that speed is not gonna help you, right? Most of the exercises that we do out here, we're between 6 and 10 miles per hour. This is like 1 to 2.5, right? I don't want any leaning in here, even a little bit. This is a mushy gravel road, and that's how I want you to look at it. When we were out in Tennessee, we went down the wrong road. We had to make a U-turn. Oh my God. The preloaders were like, oh, make a U-turn? Okay. It's almost like they want a U-turn. They want a challenge. I want to put these skills into practice. Non-preloaders, oh crap. Because it wasn't just a U-turn right here, it was sandy, gravelly. So now, how do we have to make that turn? Straight up. And that's why we practice this. We need to be comfortable. Listen, in my opinion, it takes way more skill to ride your motorcycle straight up slow than anything leaning. Because leaning, you need speed. That's why if you lean in here, I know you're going too fast. Because you can't, if you're going slow and you lean, the bike's gonna fall, right? So, straight up. When we did exercise number 2, speed you guys were going. That's appropriate for here. The only thing that's gonna change is you're gonna turn your head and your eyes, and you're gonna turn the handlebars and make the turn. Stay in the friction zone. If you feel, uh-oh, it's a little bit of power. That's all you need. Not too much, because what does it do to our handlebars? Too much power is gonna straighten it out because it always wants to stand up and go straight with power. I'm so confident to tell you guys, if you're providing sufficient power to the rear wheel, your motorcycle won't fall or your money back. I feel so much confidence saying that. Because that's why the key word there is sufficient power. If I go to turn my bike, let's suppose I'm in the top of the Snowman. If I lean it over and I'm in the friction zone, but I still feel it falling, I'm not in the friction zone enough. I gotta open my hand up a little bit more. Not too much, it's a little bit. That's what I mean, it's a finesse thing, it's a feel thing, right? And being the boss of your motorcycle is, knowing what to do based on what you feel, what you see, blah, 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 blah. All right? Okay, so when you guys approach this, first time we do it, we're gonna go straight through. We're not gonna stop, because that's where I get people leaning. Now keep in mind, I said I was gonna replace these cones, because unlike these cones, this does not have a rubber bottom. I've seen so many people put their feet down and this whole cone slide. Don't put your feet down, all right? If you feel falling, I don't care if you go out and hit cones. I marked the ground last night. I know where it goes back, so don't worry about it. All right? Then, when I tell you, you're gonna come to a stop. I don't care where you stop as long as it's within this box. Now, when I practice, I stop right in the middle, right here. Here, I might even come here. But that's how I practice. Again, this is not a competition. So if you feel more comfortable back here, stop back here. If you feel more comfortable over here to make a left and there to make a right, fine. The more you practice, the more you're gonna see, I don't need to do that. And the beauty about this exercise is you can practice this every time you ride. So I know when I leave my house, I pull down the driveway, now my rear wheel is against the curb. I have to make a left or a right. Some people leave my house and they make a right turn and they almost mow my neighbor's yard across the street. That's how wide the turn is. So the good parameter is for them, every time they make that turn, when they see it getting tighter. Beautiful, beautiful. That's how you can judge, okay, I'm feeling more confident, turning my handlebars more. What determines the radius of a turn on a motorcycle? Give me one thing. How much you turn the handlebars, that's one. Speed, number one contributing factor to wide turns. Not just here, on the roads, getting off exits. That's why all those crashes happen on the Dragon. Too much speed, right? Failure to negotiate that turn. What's the last one? What determines the radius of the turn? One more thing, it's three things. We got handlebars, we got speed, lean. That's right. How much you lean the motorcycle? Not relevant here, we're not leaning yet, right? So, what I'm finding a lot of people doing here is they don't want their saddlebags to hit this cone. So they don't start turning the handlebars till like right here. If you do that, now you have to lean, you're too far in. Or now you have to lock the handlebars fully. But if you start turning at the appropriate time, you don't have to, nothing full lock, you don't have to do any of that. The goal is for you guys to be in the center of this. You don't have to be, that's a goal. If you're over here, that's fine. The only way you're gonna get in the center, speed has to be appropriate. Turn your head and your eyes, keep them turned. I'm gonna put my camera right there. Look at the camera, say cheese. Don't wave at it, just look at it. And keep power to the rear wheel when you need it, okay? I'm gonna demonstrate it. I'm gonna exaggerate, I always do. When I tell you guys to, you're gonna stop, like I said, wherever you want. You're gonna make that turn. Then I'm gonna have you stop, make the turn, and stop. Again, I'm asking you to stop now because I'm always worried about control. Right those handlebars, don't stop with the handlebars turn. Power, 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 rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Bing! That's your goal. We're the boss, meaning we stop when we're ready to stop, not when the motorcycle tells you because it's falling. You feel it falling, do something about it, right? Because even if you pass that last cone, I don't care. I want you to come to a smooth stop. I don't want you to stop like this, okay? And then we'll do it going right. Questions? All right, demo. It's 3 C's in Preloader Nation, I told you. Confidence, control, consistency is the last one. When I tell you to preload your throttle, that's being consistent. When I tell you to turn your head and your eyes and look where you're going, consistently look. Now listen, when you're approaching this exercise, when you're approaching it, yes, I expect you to look at the cones. That makes sense. Look, don't stare, like this shouldn't be an obsession, right? What comes first, head and eyes or handlebars? Head and eyes. That's right. It's head and eyes and then handlebars. It's not head and eyes and handlebars at the same time. It's not handlebars and then head and eyes. So I'm gonna be a stickler about that because can I make a left turn looking right? Yes. So it's not about what could be done, it's the safety aspect of it. If you're in the habit of doing this, you're gonna do it out there, I guarantee it. All right? I know it doesn't feel comfortable, but just keep in the back of your mind, that's where I wanna go. And me looking here doesn't affect my throttle, my clutch, or my rear brake. I don't need to look at it for it to work. All right? All right. Straight through. Exercise number 2. Head nice. Rear brake. So all I'm doing is, anytime I feel, I'm giving it a little bit of power, but I'm dragging my rear brake. So a lot of people come into this exercise and again, their foot is on the rear brake like this. Now, if I start dragging it from the start, if my speed is correct as I'm going, if it's appropriate, I can almost set it and forget it. Wherever it is, just try to keep everything right where it is because it's working. And if I need to make changes, they're very small changes. All right? Then I'm gonna have you guys come to a stop. Head nice. Handlebars. Straight up, no leaning. And then last, I'm gonna have you stop and stop. Head nice. Straighten out. Questions? Let's do it. Head and eyes, look at the camera. Look at the camera. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. You're not covering the rear brake. Good job, man. He did that all without covering the rear brake. But I still want him to cover it because if he needs it. I want him to be there if he needs it. Too much speed, too much speed. So he's leaning. Good, good. Head and eyes. Look at the camera. Keep looking at it. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Now see right there.
I just needed to let go of that clutch.
Do you know why you feel falling?
I think I got too slow.
No, your throttle's too low. The whole bike is like, blub, blub. It was fine until you got here. As soon as I heard it go blub, 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 that's when you put your foot down. Just keep it loaded. But you're looking good, man. Good, slow down, slow down. Head and eyes. Look at the camera, you're looking down at the cones. Good job. Straight through. Nice. Shut it off. Yeah, you did. Why'd it drop?
Not enough power in the rear wheel.
Yeah, why not? Because you said, oh crap, pull that clutch right in.
Did I do that?
Yeah, the only way it's gonna fall.
I didn't realize that you not did that.
Yeah. People normally, you normally don't realize because it's a reflex. Turn the wheel. Turn the wheel that way. Here we go. Nice. Good, good, good. Head nice, head nice. Keep it loaded. 10, 20, that's 20 push-ups. Good, head and eyes. Easy with that rear brake, easy with that rear brake. Too much pressure on the rear brake. Good, slow down. Good, good. Stay at that speed, head and eyes. See, too much speed, that's why you're leaning. As soon as he gets into the speed, he opens up the clutch so the motorcycle could do some of the work for him. Good, good, good. Stay at that speed. Head and eyes. Look at the camera. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. You're good. Good, good, good. There we go. I see his clutch hand going like this. No reason I shouldn't see your clutch hand moving very minimally. Very minimally. Good. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. All right, you're leaning and you're looking at all of my cones, Brad. All right, left turn, straight through. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded, baby. That's 10 push-ups. Stop wherever you want. All right, so even with that stop, you're stopping and then your foot's ending up like this. Coordination thing, that's all. All right, keep it loaded. Head and eyes, look at my camera. Good. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. There we go. Good job. Nice. All right, left turn. The first turn you made, no rear brake at all. That was impressive. That's all clutch control. As soon as I say to cover the rear brake, you're screwing up. I don't understand. All right, good. Head and eyes, look at the camera. Start turning, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good job, man. He's in the middle pretty much. All right, so right now with you, pretty much everything is like this, right? And when you're making that turn, you're too heavy on the rear brake. So remember, light pressure on that rear brake. This is what's going to control your speed. If you want to do them both at the same time, give me a little bit of both. That's it. A little bit of power, a little bit of rear brake. Turn your head and your eyes, and when you turn the bars, keep them turned. Consistency. All right, let's do it. Head and eyes. Good, good. Do it again. All right, so if it helps you to open the clutch a little bit faster, because sometimes opening the clutch slowly, people can't get their balance. If it helps you to open it up a little bit faster, and then as soon as you feel that and you're good, rear brake, clutching a little bit, that's fine too. Let's try it, because you got the space for it. Yeah, so like right there, just open it up a little bit faster so you don't feel that falling. Good, right? Good, good, good. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Nice stop. Okay, so that last turn, you started out slow. As soon as you started to make the turn, clutch open, speed. So nice and easy.
I think that's the way I've been practicing at home, actually.
Okay.
No, I'm not there yet with the...
We're doing it straight up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to get there today.
All right.
Slowly release the clutch, head and eyes, look at my camera. Nope, lean. And that's because he's starting his lean too late. Keep it loaded, the whole bike is shaking. I told you you're going to be that guy. That's what you're going to have to do. You got to keep that throttle loaded as you're approaching me. The good thing about the windshield is preload. See, it's much less. Let it go. See my hand? I can always see when your throttle's too low, even from all the way over there. So preload your throttle and keep it there throughout this whole thing. Last turn was excellent, by the way.
Thank you.
Good. Give me some more. All right. Slowly release the clutch. Keep the throttle right there. Good. Rear brake. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, brother. That's what I'm talking about. All right. You're the second guy today, the speed guy. Now your eyes are constantly here. Tell me what you're looking at. I know you don't know. Nobody knows when I ask them that. Keep your head and your eyes even with the horizon. And when you're about to make this turn, look at my camera. Keep this bike straight up, Brad. No lean. I love that you're signaling too. Good, good. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. You will not turn those head and eyes, man. All right, now you're gonna come to a stop. Make sure you signal before the turn. I'm gonna start making people do that. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded, good. Excellent, right turn's next. All right, coming to a stop. Good, start turning. Good, good, good. Straighten out. Good job, nice and easy at the end on that brake. Again, I still don't want to see suspension diving at any time out here because it's not necessary. All right, there we go. You've been trying to do that all day. That was beautiful. It's like if there was a bug under your foot, it wouldn't have died. That was beautiful. All right, you're coming to a stop over here. Good. Preload, good. All right, stop. So let's back up. All right, so what's happening is you're opening up the clutch, but not enough. So as soon as you open it up and you feel that falling, instead of you opening it up more, you just put that foot down. Just open it up a little bit more, don't worry about it. That's what the rear brake is for. Even if you have to open it up a little bit quicker, you have the room for that, and you can correct it. Good, good, good. Open the clutch. That's another 10. Head and eyes, head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Open up the clutch some more. Good, rear brake. Come to a stop, straighten out. That's what I'm talking about, brother. All right, yeah, even when you're approaching here, I want you nice and smooth. I want you stopping nice and smooth. But that was the key right there the last time, just giving you a little bit more power from the start, and then you were good. That was copy and paste, coming to a stop this time now. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. What is this? This is, no, don't do that. You hurt your back, man. Oh. You don't do that. Are you gonna do it that way? Okay.
Yeah, ready.
Yeah, step forward, step forward, step forward. Baby steps. Okay. Go ahead, keep stepping. Step in the name of love, man.
All right.
Why did it drop?
Huh?
Why did it drop?
Pull in the clutch.
There you go. I mean, you were good. You see where your motorcycle is. You're good. But if something, you didn't like the way something felt? Oh crap. All right, no big deal. Motorcycle drop guards, and even if he didn't have them, he's got guards, so he's protected. Is this bike lowered?
Huh?
Did you lower this bike?
No, it's the same stock.
Oh, okay.
I bought it.
All right. You bought it new?
No, I bought it from somebody, so I don't know if they lowered it.
It looks like it's lowered. All right.
Okay.
Hold up, let's back up some more. All right. Just keep it loaded, brother. When that motorcycle starts to move, wherever you are in the friction zone, just stay there. You don't have to do anything. Okay. Use the rear brake. Good. Head and eyes. Rear brake. Keep going, keep going. You're good. There we go. So one of the other things you're doing is you're waiting too late to turn the handlebars. So that's why you have to lean to make that turn. So you should start turning it, especially all the way over here. You should be turning from like right here, straight up. Good, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Too much speed, too much speed. Stop. All right. Get that preload up, the whole bike is shaking. All right. That last turn, beautiful. I still want some more preload though, okay? Let's do it again. Now you're gonna come to a stop. Nice smooth stop. Make sure you straighten out the boards. Reload, good. Keep it there, listen to that. Slowly release the clutch, listen to that. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, head and eyes, head and eyes. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. All right, I'm gonna stand over there. I want you to look at me. All right, you got the straight up part, but you're looking at the cones the whole time. I want you to come to a stop. Right here, nice and smooth. Come to me. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. You won't look at me, come to a stop. All right, I've got to get something else for you to look at. You won't look at me. All right, guys, right turns. That nice, look at that camera. Oh man, beautiful. Good, head and eyes, keep that speed. Good job. And as short as Dave is, he'd benefit from some high bars too. Good, good. Good, good, good. Head and eyes, keep that speed, it's perfect. Turn those bars, keep them turned. Turn them, keep them loaded, keep it loaded. Keep it loaded, good job, man. You gotta keep the speed, not speed, keep the power. Good, slow down, head and eyes, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Nice and easy on that rear brake, good job, man. So he definitely likes right turns better. So does Pete. All right, I gotta see if I can get this guy to slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Stay at that speed, head and eyes, turn him, turn him. Keep it loaded, rear brake, rear brake. Much better, much better. Everybody seems to be more comfortable going right than left, but when we start doing U-turns, people are more comfortable left than right. Very, very odd. Good, that's right, keep it loaded, head and eyes, turn it. Start turning, keep it loaded. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, brother. Slow down, look at me, look at me. There we go. Do it again. You definitely like rights better than lefts. Definitely. Straight through, head and eyes. Good. Excellent, excellent, Dave. Good, head and eyes, turn the bars, keep them turned. Keep them turned, turn them. Keep it loaded. Excellent, man. Good, slow down. Head and eyes, nice and easy on that rear brake. A little bit of a lean, but I'll take it, man, good job. Good, good speed, stay at that speed. Head and eyes, start turning, slow down. You're going too fast and you're hitting cones. Good, slow down. Good. Head and eyes, look at my camera, start turning, keep it loaded, rear brake. Good job, nice and easy with that rear brake. Good, slow down. Head and eyes, look at me. There you go. Wow, much better. All right, looking good. Right turns. Yeah, you definitely are.
Right U-turn?
I just said that. U-turns, not so much. I don't get it. Head and eyes, brother. Good, straight through. stop. Right turn. Looking good, Dave. Good, head nice, head nice. Nice. Good, good, good. Stop. All right, you're looking good, man. So, only thing is, at times, you're trying to will that motorcycle to turn. You're like, come on, just turn it. But it's not going to feel comfortable because these bars are low. That's what I meant when I said you'll see later. But you're still knocking it out the park. Head and eyes, brother. Straight through. Good. Start turning. Keep it loaded. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. There we go. Working it out, man. It don't have to be perfect. Nice and easy. All right. Left. Right turn. Nice and easy on that rear brake. So same thing. As soon as you're taking off, you're falling. Open up the clutch some more. Rear brake. Nice and easy. Rear brake. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. All right. Stop right there. Now you know why that happened, right? Why did you almost fall?
Not quite sure. I don't know if I hit the brake.
Yep, you jammed that rear brake. As soon as you went, the bike went like that. Didn't fall because you opened up the clutch. All right? Nice and easy on that rear brake.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Good job. All right. Ready? Straight through. Head nice. Nice and easy, not too much speed. Good, start turning. Ah, you're leaning, you're leaning. Turning late. That's why, you're turning handlebars late. All right, looking good, man. The preload's getting better, and that was the only issue. Everything else looks good. You're going straight through. Head nice, look at my camera. Nice and easy on that rear brake. Good, head and eyes up. Keep it loaded, your head and eyes are down, get them up. Good job. He's looking down the whole time. He's also making he's making the bike fight too. You can hear it, you can always hear if he's holding the rear brake too much. All right, right turn. Head and eyes up, look at me. Keep looking at me. Keep looking at me, don't worry about the cones. There we go. See, as soon as you look down, you went that way. Come to a stop, and then you can take a break. Head and eyes, before you even move. I gotta do this rear brake. I keep saying it. I said it last time you were here.
Oh, it's awesome.
But your foot looks so much better pressing it with these Indy Ridge Comanche boots.
It's so much more comfortable.
So much more comfortable, absolutely. Indy Ridge, guys. If you want a pair, check out IndyRidgeUSA.com. Use Preloader 10 promo code for 10% off. Coming to a stop. Start turning, start turning. Good, keep it turned. Good job, you can take a break. All right, as you're approaching, your whole engine's like this, because your RPMs are too low coming up. All right, listen to that throttle. Come to a stop, and then you can take a break. Reload. Good. Head nice. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Head nice up. Straighten out. All right, it wasn't the best stop, but I'll take it. Take a break. All right, you're coming to a stop now. Okay. Nice and easy with that rear brake. Head nice. Good, good. Nice and easy with that rear brake. It happened again. I wish I had my camera on it because as you're going, all of a sudden I see your foot go. Yeah, don't need to do that. Nice and easy. All right, take a break. All right, as soon as you start to move, start turning the handlebars. Because you're turning late, that's why you keep leaning, okay? And you're coming to a smooth stop, then you can take a break. Preload, head and eyes, look at my camera. Start turning, start turning. Still leaning, but it's not as bad. Smooth stop, smooth stop, smooth stop. All right, take a break. All right, coming to a smooth stop, and then you can take a break. Preload that throttle. Head and eyes up. The last time your head and eyes, you were looking at those cones the whole time. Look at that camera. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Good. Let's do it. Good. Keep it loaded. Start turning. Start turning. Head and eyes up. Up. Good. 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 Straighten out. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, brother. Take a break. It's so amazing, man. You were looking at me, the turn was great. Your eyes glanced to the left, your handlebars went to the left. Come to a smooth stop, then you can take a break. Look at me. Come on, come on, come to me. Come to me. Good. Straighten out, stop, stop. That's what I'm talking about, Brad. Good job, take a break. All right, guys, not bad at all. I don't have any complaints about that. We're gonna move on to exercise number 5, offset double serpentine. And now, I want lean. Let's see if I get it. What's your name?
My name's Jamie.
All right, if you guys are unfamiliar with this guy, you're on Facebook and Instagram, correct?
Yep.
Any YouTube
Yes,
stuff?
Yes, sir, under Full Loc USA.
Full Loc, okay.
Yep.
I want you guys to look at the patterns that this guy sets up and goes out there. He's just a monster on the motorcycle. Again, I know that's not for everybody, but you're teaching people just how to do normal stuff too, right?
Correct.
All right,
Yep.
just tell us what you do.
Basically just teach fundamentals, you know, to become, teach people to be a safe, responsible motorcyclist. And we also do some competition stuff as well.
Yeah,
you know, I'm an instructor on my own, and then I'm an instructor under Motor Mark 1 in Burlington as well, where we also teach basically what we call an MC1 and 2, which is a max control class for 1 and 2, and then we do a motor officer class as well. We do adventure riding, 3-wheel, and so on.
Do it all.
But under Full Loc, it's more of a private type training, So
And Full Loc is what it's called?
Full Loc USA, LOC, not LOCK.
How do people get in touch with you? Where are you actually?
I'm in Siler City, North Carolina.
Okay.
So you can just go on the Facebook page, and all the information's there.
What's the Facebook page?
It's Full Loc USA.
Okay.
Yep. Motorcycle maneuvers and tactics. Is what it would be.
But when I see you on Instagram and stuff, it doesn't say that. It says your name.
It should. Well, it may be. Are you subscribed to my Full Loc USA or not subscribed? But like I have a Facebook page of Full Loc USA.
Okay.
Are you on that?
I gotta look into that.
If not, I'll send you an invite.
Send me an
that
invite.
way, the information's on there.
Because I see you all the time, but I always see your name.
Okay. Yeah, you're just seeing my regular Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So just look up Full Loc USA, or I'll send you an invite to it.
Okay.
And then you'll see that, and you'll see the stuff that we do at Motor Mark as well.
Okay.
So
guys, listen, if you're interested in getting some type of training, and I highly recommend this guy, definitely look him up if you're in the North Carolina area or anywhere near it. Because like people that are here today, everybody's not right from like across the street, but it's worth making that ride to actually learn how to ride the motorcycle. Thanks for coming out, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Already rolling. All right. And let me see, what is it? 75 degrees. 75 degrees. I already got people running for shade. Come down to Georgia, and we'll talk. South Georgia. All right. Anybody got any questions from exercise number 4? A couple of you guys really surprised me. Like I didn't think it was going to go as smoothly as it did. Working it out, man. And that's what I like to see. Again, I'm never searching for perfection, because if I'm looking for it here, I would have to move here and die here. It doesn't exist, right? In fact, I prefer it not to look beautiful and watch you work through it. That's you learning. That's how you're going to learn. If everything works smoothly, I'm not going to learn anything. So I already talked to him about his handlebars. That's definitely one of the things that's going to make it easier for him if he changes those, because they're low. But other than that, preload's getting better. Brad even started looking at me. He would not, look at me. He was like, screw you. I'm not looking at you. These cones are so enticing. But I'm noticing that it seems to me that a lot of people are comfortable turning right, but not so much when we make U-turns. Then it's left. So we'll see when we get up to that. One thing I want to talk to you guys about, and you were doing it a lot. So when he dropped his motorcycle, yeah, he pulled the clutch in, but another time he came through, the reason why he almost dropped it again is because as soon as he felt, uh-oh, I saw his foot go like this on the brake, and the whole bike went like this. So remember, if you're dragging that brake, I'm gonna move my bike forward slowly. I want you to just look at my foot on the rear brake. And tell me if you see it moving. See my foot move? I'm dragging it, that's why. I'm dragging it. But at the same time, I'm also manipulating my clutch. Because everything is so minuscule as far as my movements, that's why you don't see the bike being disturbed. When you're doing stuff like this, like a couple of you guys were making a turn, where's he at? Where the hell is he? Oh, right here. I actually saw his clutch hand going like this. Like that should never be the case, right? There's never this much movement in your clutch. Minuscule, minuscule, very, very little, okay? All right. Exercise number 5, guys, single serpentine. So now, guys, I want lean. I beg of you. And I'm guaranteeing you you're not gonna give it to me, I know it. I know you're gonna give it to me because you've been dying to do it. All right, see where my motorcycle is? See how far it is from this cone? Okay, so before I get to that, the purpose of this exercise is actually more than one purpose. You need to be comfortable swerving your motorcycle. And the difference between doing that at a lower speed versus highway speeds is at highway speeds, like if you do a high speed serpentine, the cones are like 40 feet apart and you turn kind of like this. But at slower speeds, you can actually turn the handlebars like this. But where people find discomfort is turning the handlebars and leaning. But that's what this is. And if you have difficulty doing this exercise, just keep in mind, you need to practice it because you're dangerous out there. Oftentimes, most of us, I already know, don't practice emergency braking. I know you don't. So if something happens in an emergency, you're gonna do oh crap braking. There's a difference. If you're coming up on something and you have to brake, emergency braking, you're using one brake or two? What else are you doing at the same time? Downshifting, right? Sometimes you could do everything right, but it's not gonna be, it's not enough space. You're gonna hit what's in front of you unless you swerve. So the goal is, like even when you're downshifting, the goal is to get to first. But if you can't get to first, get as close to first as you can. But the goal is to get your speed low enough so that you can swerve. Because if you're going too fast, your handlebars are not going to turn like this, right? So if you're not comfortable doing this, yeah, it could cost you your life. It really could, all right? So with that being said, these cones are 15 feet apart. It's plenty of space. I don't want you going through here fast. People want to come in here and like it's a ski slalom. No, that's not the exercise because you're not leaning and you're not turning the handlebars. I want you to be in full control of this bike. Turn, turn, turn. You guys are going to be coming this way. Keep your head and your eyes on my camera. You don't have to look at these cones. I know some of you are going to do it anyway. I can always tell. It's like, you don't have to look at the cones. Look straight ahead. Keep power to the rear wheel or take it away, whatever. But just make sure you have enough speed to lean, not too much speed where you can't go straight. I mean, where you can't turn the handlebars. All right? And I want you to stay wide. See how wide I am? When you dip in here, go out wide. About right here. Now when you make this turn, as soon as you get to this cone, well, it's going to be that cone. As soon as you get to the first cone, start your turn. I want you to be closer to this cone than the next cone. because if you get close to that cone and you keep doing that, it's going to get tighter on you. It's not a big deal. Slow down, lean more. That's all you have to do. Now when I do this brakeless, but I'm always covering it because sometimes I wind up going a little bit too fast, a little bit, correct it, boom, I'm good. I can just stay right where I am. Not a lot of change in here. This is also going to get you accustomed to transitioning like you're the boss. Don't transition like this. You're losing space. And when we get to the figure 8, offset double serpentine, this is when this transition thing is going to come back up. Okay? Questions? All right, I'm going to run through it. I'm going to come back, but you guys are going to eventually go down there and you're going to come back this way. Listen to my throttle, Lee. Keep my throttle steady the whole time. Well, at least that's the goal. Lean it, dip it, dip it, dip it, dip it, dip it. Dip it. Head and eyes, straight ahead. Dip it. I'm looking right at that camera. All right, so when you guys get down here, don't try to make this turn. Like, don't turn between the cone and my camera. Just exit whichever. I want you guys to do this twice. If you start on the left side the first time, start on the right side the next, and vice versa. Questions? All right, let's do it. Woo! Beautiful. $15. All right. And he's going to have to practice with his throttle control and his clutch control. Once you find it, keep it. Good. Lean it in. Speed up a little bit. Head and eye, straight ahead. Counterbalance. Give me a little bit more speed. You're going too slow. Going a little too slow, a little too slow. You can't lean. There we go. Give me a little bit more speed. All right, try it again. Good. 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 There we go. That's what I want to see. Dip it in. Good. Dip it in. Good job. Good. Head and eye. Straight ahead, Lee. Keep the speed up. Good. Dip it in. Good. Dip it in. Good job. Head and eye. Straight ahead. Good. Nice and smooth. Nice. Nice. See how wide he starts out? Very nice. Pete. Head and eye, straight ahead, Dave. Good. Dip it in. Good. Dip it in. Good job. Dip it in. Good. Easy on that rear brake. Easy on that rear brake. All right, you're making them fight. Got to go easy on that rear brake. Good. Good. Keep the speed up. Keep the speed up. Good. See, you're slowing down too much. Now you're straight up. All right, we got to work on that. Good. Head and eye, straight ahead. Good. Good. Nice speed. Good. Nicely done. Nicely done. Speed is good. Head and eyes are good. Transitions are good. Perfect. All right, I'm not going to say it this time. I'm not going to say it. I said it in Tennessee and it got me, so I'm going to wait. Good. Go out wider. Go out wider. Good. That's what I want to see. Don't hug my cones. Good. Good. Woo! Now I can say it, guys. First time Preloader Nation history, single serpentine, not a cone touched. And I'm talking about the first time with the higher cones. Not one cone touched. Outstanding. All right. Infamous U-turn time, guys. Exercise number 6. All right. I said I wasn't going to say it until you guys were done. And once you were done, I said it. So I'm going to repeat it to you guys. First time in Preloader Nation history with these higher cones in the single serpentine. Not a cone touched. Woo. Yeah, man. A couple of you guys came within millimeters, but not a cone touch. So, I mean, it just looks good.
It only took 76 practice sessions.
Yeah, but it shows, man. Because the way you're doing it, Pete, it's exactly the way I want it to look. You too. I knew it. I said when the leans, it's time to lean, because you're not hugging, your speed's perfect, so you don't have to change much. Set it and forget it, and just dip that bike, show it who the boss is. Now, one of the things you were doing is, you started out good. No, right behind you. Tell me your name again, I'm sorry. DeCarlo, yeah. He would get to the, as he progressed and they started slowing down, and now you're straight up and down. But when you started it, you were turning like this, when you should be counterbalancing. I'm sorry, I failed to mention that. So counterbalancing, once we start leaning, now we start counterbalancing, meaning just keep your body straight up and down. So as your bike leans, your body stays straight. Straight, straight. You're leaning with it. We lean with the bike at speed on a turn. Slow speed, counterbalance, right? It doesn't have to be anything crazy, especially not with that. Just keep your body straight up and down. Boom, right? All right, any questions? Outstanding. Exercise number 6, guys, the infamous U-turn. Now, like I said, it's lean time. Everything else from here on out is lean time. But again, the good news is nothing is excessive. I don't need your board scraping. Even if you're in this 18-foot box, you can make that U-turn without scraping the boards. And if the boards do scrape, can anybody tell me why the boards would scrape in the U-turn? All right, Pete said too fast. What about if you're doing it in the 18-foot box? Because clearly that's not the issue then, because speed will take you out of that box. No, it's because you didn't commit to the lean right away. And that's one of the things I'm going to talk to you guys about that I'm going to want from you. So the beauty about this is, first of all, it's 27 feet wide. 18 feet if you're in here. Some people are going to try that. You can all try it if you want, but you don't have to try it in here. Just go further up. That way, if you don't try it, there's no cones waiting for you right there, right? Again, it's excessive. It's not necessary, but we all have different goals. All right. Forget about the length. The length is irrelevant. All we're worried about is the width. 27 feet. I would prefer that you all are within 24 feet. That's the real goal. That's the goal you need to pass an MSF course. That's usually the width of a country road, 24 feet. When you approach this U-turn, once again, your speed should be appropriate. By appropriate, if you're going too fast, I don't want you swooping through the U-turn. It's not what I want. The friction zone should be pulling you through this U-turn, just like it should be doing all of this stuff. Pulling you through. Head and eyes. Turn your head and your eyes, handlebars. The speed that you're approaching this U-turn, once it's appropriate, stay at that speed. Now, all you have to do, you're already preloaded, you're already in the friction zone where you need to be. That's where your speed's coming from. Turn your head and your eyes, turn your handlebars, lean. That's all you have to do, right? What I find is a lot of people, the speed's fine. Right before the turn, they slow down. Now they can't lean. just leave it the way it is. Trust me. Keep power going to that rear wheel. I already made you a guarantee. If it's sufficient power, it will not fall or your money back, right? Now, commit to the lean right away. Does anybody not know what I'm talking about when I say that? Okay, I'm gonna say it anyway. When you start to look, head and eyes, handlebars, I'm always looking at the light under your motorcycle. That's the light. Head and eyes, handlebars. And then as you progress in the U-turn, you look at those cones and go, oh crap, I'm not gonna make it. Now you lean, and now I see the light get smaller. I want you to go head and eyes, handlebars, and then stay right there. But commit to it right away. And the reason people scrape their boards in 18 feet is they don't want to commit right away. And they commit at the last minute. So if you do it late, now you have to lean more. And that's why it scrapes. If you commit right away, it's not a problem. It's not going to scrape either side, right? Also, don't leisurely turn. I've seen people do this. You're losing space. Head and eyes, handlebars. Turn the bars. Now, the good news is I don't need 100% from you as it pertains to lean angle, handlebar turns. Give me 50% of each and you're golden. 50% lean, 50% handlebar turn. The less you give me of one, you have to give me more of the other. It's that simple. Notice I'm not talking about your speed because that's a given. Don't go too fast, don't go too slow. Questions? All right, I'm gonna run through it. We're gonna start with left U-turns. Just make the left, go straight through. When I tell you to, you're gonna come to a stop. I'll be standing there. And you're gonna make a U-turn from a stop. Not from a dead stop. You can go straight first and make the U-turn, that's fine. Then I'm gonna have you stop, make the U-turn, and stop. Again, I need you to be in control. Also, when you guys come out of the U-turn, I need you facing this dealership. I don't want you facing this way. I don't want you facing this way. And I'm talking about as soon as you come out of the U-turn. I don't care if you come out this way and then straighten out. It's not what I want. Again, we're talking about being in control. So now that I'm telling you, I want you to be straight. If you come out of that U-turn like this or like this, I'm gonna ask you what happened. And if you don't know, we'll talk about it, all right? Anytime the motorcycle does something you didn't really intend it to do, at that point, you're not in full control of the motorcycle. And we're gonna talk about it. It's not a big deal all the time, because sometimes things are gonna happen, all right? All right. No head and eyes. Beautiful. Head and eyes, Pete, head and eyes. Kickstand, kickstand. And no matter how good the U-turn looks, I'm always gonna hop on head and eyes. See, head and eyes, good. All right. You gotta commit to it, that's the whole thing. Yeah. He doesn't want to commit. You can see the bike is straightening out, straightening out. Head and eyes, head and eyes. All right. Good, keep the speed up. Slowing down too much. Head and eyes, head and eyes. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. So believe it or not, that's scarier when you slow down because now you can't lean. Yeah, because if you're going slow and you lean, the bike's going to fall. So, of course, that's scarier. Head and eyes, good. Counterbalance, counterbalance. He's leaning with the bike. Good, keep your speed up. Head and eyes, look at me. Come to me, look at me. Look at me. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good job, nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Head and eyes, look at me. Come to me, look at me, look at me. Keep looking at me. There we go. Straight through. Look at me, Pete. Look at me. Come to me. As soon as you look up.
It's because I'm not used to doing it that way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Put your butt lower, lower, lower. There we go. Well, we got to get you used to it because that's the safe way to do it, especially in the U-turn. Because now we're turning into something that's happening behind you. If it doesn't feel comfortable, don't worry about it, man, because you trust it and you believe it. Because, I mean, look where you fell. The U-turn's over already.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Stay at that speed. Head and eyes. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Keep it loaded. Watch that foot.
I pushed it. I knew I pushed it.
Yeah, man. It's 20 push-ups. The foot hit the ground twice.
I don't know why I'm having my problems today, but I know what it is. Practice.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, right there, same thing. You're making the turn, and your speed was good.
Now, and then when I got through it, I let my speed die off, and
Yeah.
it started to come over.
And you didn't like the way it felt. You squeezed in that clutch. Down she goes. All right, brother. Slow down, slow down. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Nice, nice and easy with that throttle. Keep your speed up, keep your speed up. Head and eyes, keep the speed up. Keep the speed up. Yeah, you're going a little too slow, little too slow. We got to get him to go a little bit faster. Good, a little bit more speed, a little bit more speed. Head and eyes, head and eyes. Very nice, very nice. He's still not counterbalancing. I want him to counterbalance. Good, look at me, head and eyes, come to me. Look at me, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Nice, very nice. That was a trust and believe moment. He looked down at the ground. As soon as he did that, his foot went like this, but he opened up the clutch. Good, good, straight through, head and eyes, look at me, come to me. Look at me, you're looking at the cones. There we go, there we go. So every now and then I'm gonna stop you guys because I don't want you to just keep doing stuff if I see something I want you to correct. The biggest culprit we're having right now is head and eyes, right? Pete, man, we could have did a poster the last time the first U-turn he did. He looked beautiful. Well, the U-turn looked beautiful. What would have sucked about the poster? I tell people all the time, head and eyes, if it's not important anyplace else, a U-turn even more so. Because now you're turning into something that's happening behind you. Stuff happens fast out there, so if you look at it and it's clear, it doesn't mean now you can look away. The consistency, turn your head and your eyes and keep looking. So if you're making a turn and you're like this, oh my God, that looks beautiful. If you're like this, that picture sucks. So Pete's U-turn, the U-turn looked great, but the poster would have sucked. As soon as I told him to look at me, he looked at me, everything went away. Boom, down she goes. Because he didn't like the way it felt, he pulled the clutch in. Lee, oh my God. Lee, same thing. Lee's making a U-turn. I say, Lee, look at me. He looked at me, then he looked at the ground, and his bike went to fall. And he trusted and he believed. That was a trust and believe moment in real time. I saw his foot go like this, and then it went right back on. I love seeing that. That's him fighting a battle with his instinct and winning, right? That's how it starts, right? So definitely a good job. But it all was precipitated by his eyes looking at the ground. Keep your head and your eyes up. It's gonna, trust me, it works wonders. It really does. But aside from that, it's a safety thing, all right? So head and eyes, watch your speed. You're going too slow. That's why you don't want to lean. I don't blame you. If you go to lean, it's going to fall, all right? We're going to do it from a stop now. But if you want to go, does anybody not want to do it from the stop yet? Does anybody want to go straight through again?
I won't go straight through.
You want to go straight through again? Okay. Of course you do. All right. Knock yourself out. Yeah, all right. Knock yourself out. Don't literally knock yourself out, but have at it. Have at it. Any questions, anybody?
No, it's the speed. It seems like to me it's too slow.
Well, yours got too slow. That's why your foot went to go down too, because you slowed down a little bit. You were still fine. If you don't have to be going fast to do this, you were still fine. Not too fast, not too slow. If you feel like you're going a little too fast, a little bit of rear brake. All right?
I felt like I was on the slow side of it.
You were good though. If you were, the answer is always true. If it's too slow, you'll fall. You didn't fall, so your speed was good. Yeah, and you're also you're fighting with clutch control and throttle control. So when you get nervous, all of a sudden you go. That's not a problem. In my motorcycle school, I remember they were going to fail me because they said I was dangerous, because everything I did, my RPMs were ridiculously high. I was so nervous I couldn't even hear it. But the sergeant said, but he's not flying out, so his clutch control is fine. So I want you to listen to your throttle, and I want you to be easy on that rear brake, because you're making them fight a little bit. Don't make them fight. All right? All right. You sure? All right, let me get up here then. All right, commit to that lean right away. Again, you can go straight a little bit. Don't worry about that. Head nice. There we go. All right, make sure you get your speed appropriate. Commit to that lean right away. Head nice. Good, head nice. All right, a little too much speed. All right. Make sure you commit to that lean right away. Good, head and eyes. All right, so right there, well, before I say anything, what happened?
I think I put it in clutch. With the power from the rear.
Well, but the other issue is you're going too slow. And when you went to go lean, it's too slow. It's going to fall. Yeah, so remember when I said there's people that come in here, their speed is fine. As soon as they go to make that turn, they slow down. And that's what you did. Okay. If you go that slow, you can't lean. Just keep the speed up. Good, smooth stop, beautiful. All right, left turn, get that speed up and keep it up. Not too much. Good, head nice, look at me, come to me. Keep the speed up, oh! Head and nice, head and nice. All right, U-turn. Your U-turns are looking good. Remember, you want to counterbalance a little bit. Don't lean with it. Head nice. Head nice. All right, we got to turn those head nice. Nice stop, nice and smooth. All right, head and eyes. As soon as you go to turn, look at me. Come to me, keep it loaded. Rear brake if you need it. Preload. Good, keep it loaded. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Head and eyes. All right, all right, all right. No head and eyes and he jammed the brake. Bike almost fell, trusted and believed. All right, as soon as you go to turn, look at me. And keep looking at me. Preload. Good. Head nice. Look at me. Look at me. Good, 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 good. There you go. His eyes are still darting over to the cones. All right, U-turn, come to a stop. Smooth stop. Outstanding, Pete. Right turn's next. All right, U-turn, come to a stop. Good. Head and eyes, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Nice and easy on that rear brake. All right, so when you're making that turn, you're like this. Well, you should be like this, all right? right, nice stop. Your hazard lights are on. All right, coming to a stop. Keep that throttle loaded, listen to it. Good, head and eyes, look at me. Come to me, keep it loaded. Keep it loaded, lead it over. Easy, easy. Come to a stop. Yeah, going too slow. Okay. That's why you can't lean. Right turns next. We'll see if your right turns are better than your lefts. Okay. Very nice stop. You weren't stopping like that when you got here, I can tell you that much. All right, you're coming to a stop. Preload this throttle. Once this bike starts to move, get it to an appropriate speed. And wherever you are, just stay there. Don't worry about it. As long as you got power, sufficient power going to that rear wheel, it's not gonna fall. Turn your head and your eyes, look at me, and keep looking at me the whole time. Don't worry about nothing else. If you feel like you're gonna fall, open your hand up a little bit more. If it's too much, use the rear brake to counter. Nice and easy. Preload. Good. Slowly release the clutch. Good, good. Get the foot up. Preload. Good. Head and eyes. Speed, speed. Open the clutch. Open the clutch. Open the clutch. Open the clutch. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Come to a stop. Well, we got the counterbalance going on. Right turns next. We got the counterbalance going on. All right, come to a stop. Smooth stop. Counterbalance. Good. Head nudge. All right, remember, if you're making that turn, I want you to come out straight. So if straight doesn't bring you here, straight brings you over there. Okay. All right, but good job. Right turns next. All right, the head and eyes on that last U-turn. The U-turn was good. The head and eyes.
I looked at you and then I looked away.
Yeah. Just when you start moving, turn your head and your eyes. Find me. Keep looking at me. Keep your throttle where it is. Wherever you are in the friction zone, just stay there. You're golden as long as there's sufficient power. Okay? All right. Just trust me. Just look at me. Come to me. Good. Head and eyes. Look at me. Keep the power up. Keep the power up. Good, good, good. You're still looking at the ground, Lee. Come to a stop. All right, good stop. Right turns next. He's looking at the ground the whole time. Whoa, whoa. That looks like 2 push-ups. The foot went down twice. That's 10, 20 push-ups. All right, last few turns good. The funny thing with you is, if I say look at me, you look at me and your eyes keep darting at the cones. Fight the urge to look at the cone. As soon as you start turning, look at me. Keep looking at me until you complete the U-turn and come to a smooth stop. Good. Find me. Find me. Find me. Turn your whole head. Look at me. Still looking at these cones. Smooth stop. Beautiful. Right turns next. Excuse me. Standing in that box. Commit. Nice. Very nice, Pete. He's been practicing. Is it a surprise? Good. Head and eyes. Look at me. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Yeah, you like right better than left. Not even close. He likes right better than left. Good, good. Keep the speed up. Head and eyes. Look at me. Don't slow down. It's too much. You're going too slow. You're going too slow. I'll take it for now. That's the issue. We got to stay in that lean. Stay at that speed, I mean. Give me some more speed. You're going too slow. Going too slow. All right, head and eyes. Keep the speed up. Head and eyes. Turn those bars. You're going way too slow. Preload, preload, preload. Good, good, good. Head and eyes. Perfect, perfect. Perfectly executed U-turn. It's committed to the lean right away and stay. Keep the speed up, Lee. Head and eyes, Lee. Head and eyes, Lee. There we go. But I don't want you to come out the turn so early that now you're wide. Like he didn't have to be that wide. If he held that turn early, that was a very nice tight U-turn. Good, head and eyes, look at me. Look at me, I'm over here. I'm over here. Holy shite. Nice, Pete. Good, head and eyes, dip it, commit, hold it. Nice, nice and smooth. Good, slow down, head and eyes. Don't slow down too much. Lean it, keep it loaded. That's another 10. All right, I want to talk to some of you guys about your reluctancy to lean the motorcycle. Why do you feel reluctant to lean the motorcycle? Like, tell me what you're feeling. That you're gonna fall. Same thing? All right, you're not. You're going too slow, right? That's the thing. So I'm gonna do some circles here, and I'm gonna do it to the extreme. I'm gonna put my bike over so that I'm dragging my boards. And I'm doing this, I need you to see this, because the U-turn that I'm asking you to do, literally, if your speed's okay, you could just kind of go right through this U-turn. The issue is you guys are slowing down too much. Now, you're making it scary because, yeah, if you lean, it's gonna fall. So if you do make the U-turn, you're making it straight up. Like I said, straight up was earlier. Now I want you to lean. The way I'm gonna lean, the only thing keeping that motorcycle up is the power to the rear wheel. Meaning if it's off even a little bit, it's gonna fall. So I need you to see that I trust that as long as I keep that power, it's not gonna fall. I'm not asking you to lean even half that much. Just lean the bike a little bit, turn the handlebars, and be consistent with the speed, and you're gonna go right through it. Again, I don't want you to coast through it. The friction zone is what you're using when you're pulling up. That's what I want you to stay at. How fast do you think I'm going there?
Not even 2 miles an hour.
Oh, definitely not going that slow. About 6 miles an hour, maybe 7. You guys are making this U-turn, you're going about 8 or 9 miles an hour. So my point is, I want you to know your speed, even at that speed, you're fine if you're in the friction zone. But I don't need you leaning that much. So give me a little bit more speed, drag the rear brake if you need to, but smooth it out. Keep your eyes on me the whole time. Just trust me. I know Brad is like, just look at me. You don't need your eyes to look at the cones, because if you hit a cone, what's going to happen? Nothing. Step outside of your comfort zone a little bit. I need you to be comfortable being uncomfortable just for like 2 seconds. All right? And then you can move on with your life. All right? But no, I don't want you to move on looking at stuff. Target fixation is a real thing. And if you're accustomed to looking at cones out here, you're going to do it out there, except out there, whatever you hit, it's not going to be as forgiving as a little cone. Okay? There's a reason why I'm harping on this. It's important. All right. Good. Speed up. Speed up. Good. Head and eyes. Keep your speed there. Get your foot off the brake. Head and eyes. All right, all right, all right. Preload, preload, preload. Straight through. Good, head and eyes, keep your speed up. Good, keep your speed, head and eyes, look at me. Look at me. There we go. Supposed to stop. No, you're supposed to stop here. Come back around, come back around.
Now or?
Yeah, now. Head and eyes, Pete. Find me on this U-turn. Turn your head and your eyes and find me. Good, find me. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Straight through, straight through. Good job. All right, U-turn. Find me, come to me. Preload. Good. Head nice, look at me. Good, 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 good. Nice and smooth. No, straight through, you're good. Your right turns are looking really good. Straight through. Counterbalance. Head nice. Straight through, no, straight through. All right. I want you to put the tip of your foot on this brake. Yeah, I don't want you giving it too much. All right, get that speed up, head and eyes, find me. And keep looking at me. Good, head and eyes, come to me, keep it loaded. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. All right, we're getting there. All right. Find me, look at me. Don't look at nothing else after you start turning. Look at me. Let's do it, straight through. Good, head nice, find me. Find me, I'm right here. I'm right here. Keep looking at me. You're still looking over there. Straight through, straight through. Good, keep that speed up. Head nice, look at me. Keep the speed up, speed up. Lead it, turn those bars. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. All right, some progress. All right, straight through, Pete. Head and knife, keep looking at me. Preload. Head nice, look at me, look at me. Good, straight through. Stop, stop. Keep it loaded. Nice, take a break. All right, stop over here, and then you can take a break. Good, commit. Like a different rider on the right side. like a totally different guy. Yeah? All right, come to a stop, then you can take a quick break. All right, so that whole U-turn, your eyes are looking at all of these cones.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Head and eyes, okay? And that's why you're so wide. All right, coming to a stop over here, then you can take a quick break. Reload, head and eyes, keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Smooth stop. That's what I'm talking about, man. Take a quick break. All right, you ready? Coming to a stop over here. Head and eyes, let's do it. I'm gonna be right next to you. Look at me. Look at me. Keep looking at me. Me, I'm right here. I'm right here. You won't look at me. Stop. All right, take a quick break. Even if I get right next to him, he won't look at me. He's totally ignoring me. Straight through. Good, keep that speed up. Don't slow down. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. Good. Lead it, lead it. Come on, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Come to a smooth stop. That's progress, brother.
Thank you.
Take a quick break. All right, coming to a stop over here, and then you can take a quick break.
All right.
Head and eyes on me. Good, head and eyes on me. Head and eyes on me. Keep it loaded. Watch your foot. Woo, your heel just missed. I got it, I got it.
I can help.
No. I mean, your heel just missed that engine guard. Oh, good, you already turned it off. Let's get the kickstand for me. Thanks, brother. Oh, okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. What happened there?
Too slow?
No. Speed was fine. You felt something you didn't like? Squeeze that clutch in. Because you can always tell if you're going too slow, the bike will kind of go down gradually. When it goes down like this, it's because you just took all the power. You took the only thing away that's keeping it up. All right? And I don't have a problem with that. That foot going down, man. Oh, I'm always right there to see these bad things happen. But it didn't happen. That's good. All right, guys. They did pretty good in there. Like I said, not looking for perfection here, but they know what they need to practice. We're going to move on to exercise number 7, figure 8. Any questions on exercise number 6? Again, I want a U-turn to be second nature to you guys. That's why I call it the infamous U-turn. It's what other vehicle can you think of that is such a big deal, just turning it around, right? That's these things. I say it all the time. It's the only vehicle that your heart rate goes up, the slower you go. But the more you practice and the more your confidence goes up, you know, and at the end of the day, the reason why we want to use cones is just like when you first learned how to drive, the biggest thing to overcome is judgment. Can my car fit through this space? So that's why you're behind a car with a new driver and you're like, come on, I can fit a truck through there. And they're inching through because they don't have the confidence yet. So with your motorcycle, if you always practice in a 27-foot box and you're making 20 or a 24-foot box, whatever you're doing, when you're out there in the real world, at a certain point, you're going to be able to eyeball what 24 feet looks like. And when you know you can do it, all it is looking at stuff, you don't have to be concerned about that. You're going to turn your head and your eyes, you're going to turn the handlebars, and you're going to lean appropriately, and you know I'm going to make this turn. So because I know I'm going to make it, I'm not concerned about all of that stuff over there. I'm not. I scanned it anyway as I was approaching. So if I'm going to make a U-turn and I'm going this way, I'm going to end up over there. So as I'm approaching, I'm already scanning that area. I see there's no grease, there's no sand, so I don't have to worry about anything. So now, head and eyes, now I'm looking at it again with head and eyes. Because yes, I'm going that way. I'm not doing this. I'm doing this, and I'm keeping my head like that. So as I turn, as I progress, my head and eyes are going to end up facing where I'm going anyway. Or the peripheral vision will pick it up before my head. But the point is, I don't want you guys to, you're worrying a lot now because your confidence is low. Practice is the opposite of fear. Okay? All right. Moving on. Exercise number 7, the figure 8. So now the beautiful thing about this exercise, same width. The only thing now is we're dealing with transitions. So, 46 feet long. Now the length is important. Use it all if you need it all. If you need all 27 feet, use all 27 feet. For you guys that don't want to do the whole thing, and that's fine. You guys are going to go to that corner. I'm going to go over there and show you. You're going to make this turn, and you're going to go out this way and stop. But I want you on the left side of that green cone. Again, that's if you don't want to do the whole thing. Because if you could do that, look at all that room you got for the right turn. If and when you decide to do that. So when you guys come in here, come right here. Head and eyes. Look at that green cone. Go for it. Hold the turn. Hold it. Hold it. When you get right here, look at that green cone. Go for it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Don't start coming out here. Hold it. We're not going to the corner. We're going to the side. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Don't transition slow. Transition. Head and eyes. Use all of the space. Use all of the space. If I start turning here, I got to make up for it down there. Just like if I start turning this far off this line, I got to make up for it over there. If you're turning like Pete, none of this is an issue. He doesn't need all of this space, but if you need it all, use it all. Just like in the U-turn, just like in the single serpentine. Don't be going too slow because then you can't lean. I'm not interested in you doing this straight up, right? I want you to lean the bike, but you have to keep your speed appropriate to do so, okay? Questions? I'm gonna demonstrate it. Go through this twice. That's your entrance, that's your exit. If you go through it clean, you don't hit anything, you don't put a foot down, you get a ka-ching. If you've been watching the channel, you know what I'm talking about.
We got shortchanged in there, right, session 58.
Yeah.
We didn't get our cha-chings. We need double cha-chings.
I'll give you 2. I'll give Dave, you were here, I'll give Dave 2.
We need double cha-chings.
I hope I remember when I'm editing, but I'll give you guys 2. And I'm glad you said it on camera because somebody's gonna ask, how come they got 2? It's in the rears, that's why. So I'm gonna go through the whole thing and then I'm gonna tighten it up. The only thing that's gonna change is my lean angle and how much I turn the handlebars. Friction zone, throttle, all that stuff stays the same. Head and eyes stays the same. Head nice, head nice, hold it, hold it, hold it, transition. Head nice, hold it, hold it, hold it, transition. Head nice. And when you turn the bars, turn them. Boom. Questions? Let's do it. Nice. Very nice. Nice, Pete. Very nice. Counterbalance, counterbalance. Good, good, good. Hold it. Transition. When he came in, he waited too late to turn. That's why he went too far and hit that cone, but nice, Dave. Do I have a third? Good, good, good. Transition. Head and eyes. Hold it, hold it. Transition. Transition like you mean it, Brad. Go, head and eyes. Hold it, hold it. Transition. There we go. Money, baby. Good job, man. That's 3 in a row. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Head nice, don't slow down, too slow. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good, keep your speed up, head and eyes. Turn it, lean it, keep faster, faster, faster. Faster, faster, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold that turn, hold it. Don't come out of the lean, you straighten it out. I want you to stay in that lean. All right, so you see, now this is your goal. Next time you come in here, your goal is to, I want you to come through and I want you to stop. I want you to be on this side. The key is, your lean was fine and then you just started straightening it out. Keep the lean. Good, good, good. All right, he's early. Head and eyes, hold that turn, hold it, hold it, hold it. Keep your throttle up, keep the throttle up. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good, head and eyes, look at me, come to me. Keep it loaded, hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good, good, good. Head and eyes, find me, come to me. Keep the throttle up, transition. Good, keep it loaded, head and eyes, head and eyes. Look at the gate, look at the exit. Good job, Lee. Hold that turn, hold it, good. So he's wasting space, that's why that happened. He's giving up space. Nice, Pete, over here, next. Good, slow down, good. Head and eyes, hold it, transition. Good, hold that turn, hold it. Ah! Counterbalance. Good. Find me, come to me, hold it. Transition. Very nice. Find me. Hold it, transition. Turn it like you mean it, brother. Good. Hold it, transition. Smooth, baby, nice and smooth. Brad, way over here. Brad! Hold that turn. Head and eyes, find me, come to me, hold it. Good. Good. Nice and easy on that rear brake. Hold it. Transition. Keep it loaded. Good. Look at the exit. Woo! Hey, Brad! Good. Pick your speed up. Good. Head and eye. Lean it over. Hold that turn. Hold it. Keep the lead. Hold it. Come to a stop. I'll take it. That's good. Keep it loaded. Good. There we go. Head and eyes. Transition. Good. Head and eyes, Lee. Good. Hold it. Transition. Keep it loaded. He's giving up a lot of space. That's why he's so tight over there. Okay, so what's happening is when you're coming in here, you're giving up a lot of space up top. That's why you're so tight down here. Okay. Also, you're tight down here because when you come around this turn, instead of you coming to the side, you're going to that corner. So again, when you make this turn, even if you, because you didn't give up a crap load of space, but if you would have held that turn longer, where you're facing this way when you transition, you're fine over there. So try it again. Go back out, try the whole thing again. Good, 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 good. Hold it, hold it. Transition. Hold that turn. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. See, much better. Hold that turn. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. So now he's got more room up top. See, that speed pushed him out wide. That's it. Come on, come on, come on. All right. Hold the turn, head and eyes, hold it, transition. Still coming out of it early. You're still coming out of this turn early. Hold that turn, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, transition. Still coming out too early. Turn your head and eyes. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. There we go. Going a little too, he's going too fast too. Hold the turn, hold it, hold it, hold it. Good, slow down, slow down, slow down. Speed is what's pushing them out wide. Speed, speed. But he's good. All right, guys, we're going to move on to exercise number 8, offset double serpentine. Any questions on the figure 8? So again, a lot of you guys, same issue. Head and eyes, non-existent. Leaning with the bike instead of counterbalancing. Speed, and that's what was taking him wide. Two things. One, he wasn't using all of the space that was allotted to him. Two, again, the U-turn, the figure 8, when you make that first turn, you're not going to the next corner, you're going to the side. You go to that corner, you're just taking space away. And speed's always going to make stuff, you're going to lose space. So, any questions on that? Yeah, definitely practice that. Once your U-turns get more proficient, so will that. Like I said, the only difference there is transitioning. So, when Dave first comes in here, his lefts are not as strong as his rights. So that turn is wider and more, it looks like it's more labor intensive for him. Then when he gets to the right one, it's nothing. So that's why he doesn't have to be perfect in the first one, because he doesn't have a problem leaning in the second one. So as long as it's 46 feet, he's gold. But we're going to tighten that up. All right. And I wanted to talk about this. You can always tell somebody that's really, listen, a lot of people watch my channel, but we all learn differently. There's some people, they can watch every single practice session. And when we get out here and I'll ask them, what's step number 4? I have no clue, because they're not paying attention to that. And then there's some people that pay attention to everything. You see how Pete parked my motorcycle? Like, he already knows what I'm getting ready to do, right? Everybody familiar with this exercise, offset double serpentine? Is there anybody here that has not practiced it? Okay, good. So a lot of times people look at this, they don't know what they're looking at. This is where you're going to enter. That's the first gate. Second gate. Third gate. Fourth gate. Fifth gate. Sixth gate. Seventh gate. If you see double cones, that's an entrance and or an exit. In this case, entrance, exit. This is very simple. Now, if you struggled a little bit with the figure 8, this is something to think about. Because all we're doing is variations of a figure 8. My motorcycle is faced like this because this is how I want to go through this first gate. I don't want to go through it straight. And when you go through this gate, I don't want you to just go to the next gate. As soon as you go through this gate, I want you to remember when you were in exercise number 5 and you had to dip that motorcycle around that cone. That's what I want you to do here. Pass here, dip it to the left, come to the left. Now I tell people to do that and they dip to the left slightly and then they just go like this. I don't want you going for this unless you don't have a problem leaning the motorcycle. If you have a problem leaning, doing it my way is going to make this easier for you, as long as you do it my way. So when you come through here, head and eyes, I'm going to be standing over here. Come to me. I'm going to let you know the transition. Now I'll tell people I'm going to let you know and they just start turning. Screw you, Robert, I don't trust you. Transition. Head and eyes. Hold this turn. When you go through these gates, I want you to be close to the outside cone. Not the inside cone. Don't hug this. hold it. When you get through this gate, don't go to that gate. Look at the gate you came from. Hold it. Hold it. Don't start straightening out. Go for that gate. Hold it. Hold it. Head nice. Transition. So now I'm making the angle easier for me. If I go straight to this gate and I'm not comfortable leaning, I'm gonna be all the way over here and I still gotta go through there. So, you come through, dip to the left, hold it, hold it, hold it, head and eyes, look at the gate, transition. So when you transition, your bike should be right here almost. Transition. Hold it. I get right here, head and eyes, go for it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, head and eyes, transition. And so on and so forth. If this is too tight for you, I want you to use the green cones. So when you start, you're not starting going through the gate, you're going around this green cone. Everything else is the same. As soon as you pass this green cone, dip it to the left, hold it, hold it, hold it. Head and eyes, look at this green cone, go around it. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Head and eyes, look at the green cone I came from. Hold that turn, hold it, hold it, hold it. Go for it, go for it. Head and eyes, transition. Same thing. I'm gonna run through it, doing it that way, and then I'm gonna come back, going straight to the gates. So it's possible to go straight to the gates, but it's just more work. Simple as that. And don't pussyfoot this bike. As soon as you get through this gate, dip it. And your transitions, I told you this was gonna come up from exercise 5. Don't transition slow. Transition, head and eyes, transition. We're not here to give up space, and keep your speed up. Dip it. Head and eyes, hold it, transition. Head and eyes, hold it, transition. 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 So my head and eyes, every time, right before I turn my handlebars, head and eyes, handlebars, head and eyes, handlebars. If I turn my head and my eyes slow, my handlebars are gonna turn slow. Head and eyes, handlebars, head and eyes, handlebars. And I don't have an issue dipping this motorcycle because I know there's power to the rear wheel. It's gonna be fine. Questions? Let's do it. See, he's hugging the inside cone, but that's okay. Very nice. Nice. Got to dip that in. Good, hold it, transition. Good, there we go. Hold that turn, hold it, transition. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, hold it. Transition. Good. Good. See how he's holding it? Hold it. Transition. Fall into the next turn. Transition. Boom. Kickstand. 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 All right, you're good now. It just went up. It went up. Hold that turn, hold it, transition. Keep the speed up, transition. Keep your speed up. Hold that turn, hold it. Ah, you're going right to it. Man, you were doing so well too. Yeah, the key is here. Calm down. Pull the clutch in. But you're going too slow too. Your bike is straight up and down going here, and then when you try to lean it, timber. Keep the speed up. Good. Head and eyes. Keep your head and your eyes up. Look at the next gate. Head and eyes. Look at me. Come to me. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Good. Transition quicker. Hold that turn. Hold it. Transition. Nice, Brad. Very nice. Nice. Very nice. All the way over. All the way over. All the way over. Hold it. Hold it. All right. Transition. Keep your speed up. Keep the speed up. Turn the bars. Turn them. Let it lean. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. I didn't say transition. Going too slow. Get some more speed. Head and eyes. Look at me. Come to me. Come on. Come on. Get off that rear brake. Preload. Good. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Watch that foot. Almost caught you. Open up that clutch, Lee. It's 20 push-ups. That one almost got him. Good. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Good. Keep the speed up. Good. Just like that. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Keep the speed up. Good. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. There we go. All right. A little wide. One more time. Very nice. So what Pete told me that I didn't know is when he had his knee replacement, he thought he was done riding a motorcycle. He was riding a trike. And while he was recovering, he started watching my videos. Keep it loaded! Keep it loaded! He started watching my videos, and that encouraged him to buy a two-wheel motorcycle again. He bought a smaller bike before this one, and now look at him. Amazing. Keep it loaded, brother. Dip it. All right, transition. Good, hold that turn, hold it. Keep the speed up, transition. Good, keep the speed up. Hold the turn, hold the turn. Watch that throttle. Keep it loaded. Good, keep going, hold that turn, hold it. Transition. Good, hold that turn. Hold it, come on. Transition. Keep it loaded, keep the speed up. Good job. Good job. So, you know, he was just, I'm talking about Pete now, he was thanking me for what I'm doing and just watching how he's riding his motorcycle. That's all the thanks I need. The confidence is through the roof. Very nice, very nice. See how he's not leaning a lot? He doesn't need to. We don't need to be excessive with any of this. His speed is consistent. Nice and smooth. Handlebars, nice and smooth. Good. All the way over. Come on, keep the speed up. Transition. Keep the speed up. All right, head and eyes. Cover that rear brake. Hold that turn, hold it, transition. Head and eyes, look at me, come to me. Give me some more speed, more speed. Lean the bike, lean the bike. Going too slow. Lean the bike. Hold that turn, transition. Keep the speed up, hold that turn, hold the turn, hold the turn, hold it. Keep it, come on, you're going too slow, speed up, transition. Good, keep the speed, don't slow down. Keep the speed up. Good, lean it. Don't slow down. Transition. Good, keep the speed the same, right there, keep it there. Hold that turn, hold it. Transition, keep the speed up. Good job. Right before each turn, he slows down. That's when you need to speed the most, because that's when it's time to, lean the bike over a little bit more. Good. Head and eyes, Lee. Come on. Transition. Keep the speed up. Hold that turn, hold it, transition. Keep the speed up, preload. Watch the heel. Open the clutch. That's 20 more push-ups. Nice dip. Hold that turn. Hold it. Transition. Very nice. Nice. Watch the speed. Hold the turn. Good. So the only reason now he's going beyond the next gate is because he starts speeding up at the end. See, now he's way beyond it. But he's good. All right, guys, last numbered exercise. Abominable Snowman. Somebody might be up in my neighborhood. All right. Questions, offset double serpentine. So you were doing great, but for some reason, you just open up that clutch and you start flying, and then you start going beyond the next gate, but still work it out. So good job. Yeah, we got to work on the throttle control, clutch control, and here at some point you start going too slow, but that last time we made it through all of it. That's how this starts, man. That's really how it starts. But again, these exercises build on one another. So when you get the other stuff, this other stuff will come, guaranteed. All right, no questions. Great. Welcome to the Abominable Snowman. Does anybody not know what the hell they're looking at here? Has anybody not practiced this exercise? Okay, beautiful. So, you hearing me scream, hold it. That's all this exercise is. Get in here, head and eyes, handlebars, and hold the turn. Now a circle's tighter than a box, all right? So we got to use this space wisely. The green cones just separate the circles. We got 4 circles here. Circle I'm standing in is 27 feet, all the way around. 27, 25, 22, 18. 18-foot circle, you need a special key card to get in there. Oh, it looks like he's got cash. That works too. I'm kidding though. You can't buy yourself in that circle, right? I'm talking crap. You want to try it? Try it. You only live once. YOLO, baby. So, keys to success. When you come in here, if you're going to make a left turn, if you start your turn here, it's going to catch you over there. So I want you to bring your wheel right here. If you're making a right turn, same thing. Bring your wheel right over there and do that one right here. And then I want you to hug these 2 cones. So remember exercise number 5, I said don't hug my cones? Those are the big ones. They don't like to be hugged. These 2 cones, they love being hugged. Hug them. If you don't hug them, if you start to turn here and give up that space, it's going to catch you there. Remember, we're in a circle now. Placement. Hug them. Commit. Commit to the lean up here. If all you're going to do is this circle, Go around. You could go around and go right out, or you could go around twice and then go out. This is your entrance and your exit. All right? If you say I want to do 25 as well, go around. You come in here. Now Dave's left turns are better than his right. So if the highest he's going to go is 25 feet, he should start here left. So he's on his strong side right at the tight one. If 22 is your strength, Dave's going to start left, right, left, and so on and so forth. But the point is, placement, hug him, commit. You go around, you're going to do 25. Placement, hug him, commit. Remember, that's your exit. So if you're not going to go any further, go back in here and go out. Questions? All right, let me run through it. I'll be yelling at you. Hopefully you can hear me. But if you can't, you can go back and watch the video when it comes out like 2 months from now. Placement, hug them, commit. Speed, keep the speed up. You got to lean. Placement, hug them, commit. Head nice. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Placement, hug them, commit. Head nice. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Placement, hug them, commit. Placement, hug them, commit. It's all the room in the world in here if your wheels are placed properly. Commit. All right, you get the point. Questions? Again, it's all the room in the world if you place the wheels properly. Use all the space. Placement, hug them. Now, if you're riding a road glide, you don't have a clue where that front wheel is. But the more you practice, you'll have a general idea of where the hell it is. Nothing has to be perfect in here unless you're up in my neighborhood. So don't worry about it. All right, let's do it. See, nothing scraping. As long as I use the space appropriately. And clearly he's not going to use all of the space up there because he doesn't need it all. Placement. Hug him. Commit. Woo! I don't give a crap, man. You made it. You decided to go around a second time, but you had it. And you didn't even have your wheels placed properly. I mean, perfectly. Don't grab the clutch in. Nope. I got it.
All right. I ain't sure what
I said to myself, he's going right out, but guess what? See where your motorcycle is? You had it, you just got spooked and pulled in the clutch. And remember, all you could do is hit a cone, so don't pull in the clutch, just keep going. Why am I still wearing this helmet? All right, you got full access now to my neighborhood. So guys, that's what I call first world problems. All the way over. Placement. He's early. All the way over. All the way over. Placement. Hug him. Commit. 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 You're not leaning enough. Easy with that rear brake. Yeah, you slowed down too much, Dave. Yeah. Too much. But shut it off.
Yeah. Trying to swing it around because I knew if I could get to the 18, I was going to attempt it anyway.
You're crazy, man. So that's the same thing that happened with him. So we got to remember. Actually, you know what? Come over here. I'll tell this to everybody. Okay, so let's keep in mind that we're not on train tracks here. So if you decide to go around this circle twice, you might have to make some adjustments, right? Stuff is not going to, it's not like a set it and forget it thing. So if you place the wheels where they're supposed to be, hug those top 2 cones so that your front wheel is at the top of the circle, and then commit, you should be fine. You got to lean the motorcycle, but you should be fine. If you decide to go around again, make sure you are where you need to be. If you're going too fast, squeeze the clutch in a little bit. Going too slow, let the clutch out a little bit. We got to always be paying attention to what's happening and adjust accordingly. All right? All right. Keep your speed up. Keep your speed up. Head and eyes. No, too early, too early. Wow. Proved me wrong. He was way early. Good, good. Too early, too early. Watch that throttle. Too slow at the top. You proved me wrong twice. I'm screaming out, too early, and rock that 25 foot. I got it. And this is just a matter of you feel more comfortable going right than left, because this circle's bigger and you drop it in here. And you started this early, which means that that turn was tighter than 25 feet, like way tighter. Keep that in mind. That's why it's good to watch these videos so you can see this stuff. Oh, man. Good job, good job. Nice, nice and steady. A little early on that turn, but he's good. Good, good. Make sure you go all the way over to the right, all the way over to the right. Go ahead, go ahead. Hug those 2 cones, commit. Commit. Good, hold that turn. Hold it. Excellent, man, excellent. All the way over, all the way over. Commit, commit, commit. You gotta lean, you gotta lean. All right, that's 20 push-ups. Good try, you had it, you just gotta lean. Can't come in here and do this straight up, not even on that bike. All right, get that speed up, speed up. Get the speed up, you're going too slow. You're going too slow. Get that foot up, good, good. Keep speed up, keep speed up. You're looking at every cone. That's why you're going right to them. All right, keep your speed up, keep your throttle up. Good, hold that turn. Hold it, hold it. Good, 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 good. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good, good job. All the way to the right, all the way. Hug those cones, commit, commit. Hold that turn, hold it. Throttle, 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 throttle. Nice, very nice. Good. Keep the throttle up, keep it loaded. Easy on that rear brake. Good, good. Keep it loaded. Give me some more preload. Good. There we go. Woo, Lee. Excellent, baby. All the way over. All the way over. Good. Hug him. Commit. Good. Slow down. Slow down. Going too fast. All right. Good. Good. Maintain that speed. All the way over to the left. All the way over. You're not all the way over to the left. Gave up a lot of space, so lean it. Lean it. Good. Good. Very good. Very good. All the way over to the right. All the way over. Hug him. Commit. 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 Good. Lean it over. Lean it over. Slow down. Rear brake. Rear brake. Too much speed. All right. Good. Hug them. Commit. There you go. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Scraping on the right side. He was just talking about that. Nice. Nice positioning. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Slow down. Slow down. All the way over. All right. Good. Commit. Slow down. Slow down. Too much speed. That's why you're going wide. All right. Good. Good. That's a good speed. Good speed. All the way over. All the way over, Dave. Hug him. Commit. 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 You got to lean. Good. 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 Slow down, slow down, slow down. Oh, what are you doing in my neighborhood? Watch your foot. Oh, man. Almost got him. It's 10 push-ups. I think I got to raise the push-up count to like 50. 10 push-ups is not, it's not deterring anybody. Lean it, lean it, lean it, lean it. Watch that throttle. Watch the throttle. Good. Hold that turn. Hold it. Watch your foot. That's another 10. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. All the way over. All the way over. Too early. All right, so Brad did this pretty good. He just didn't lean the motorcycle over in the top circle. All the way over. All the way over. All the way over. Hug him. Commit. You're going slow. You're going too slow. Yeah, you're going too slow. You can't lean if you're going that slow. All right, take a break, brother. Keep the speed up. Speed up. Going too slow. Good. Give me some more speed. Good. That's good. I like that. Keep it there. Easy on that rear brake. Too slow. Too slow. Take a break. Take a break. Keep that RPM up. Keep the RPMs up. Good. Keep it right there. I like that. Good. I like that a lot. Keep the speed up too. Easy on the rear brake. All the way over to the left. Very early there. Very early. Keep the speed up. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Nice, Lee. Watch that foot. That's another 10. Take a break, Lee. Take a break. Take a break. Come on. Watch that foot. That's another 10. Keep it loaded. All the way over to the right. All the way over to the right. Hug him. Commit. Slow down. Slow down. Too much speed. Too much speed. All right, Pete should be trying to go the other way. Hug him. Commit. Commit. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Guess what? Pete wasn't doing that last time I was here. Just outstanding. good, good. Lean it over, slow down a little bit. Okay, good, good, good. Just like that. All the way to the right, Dave. All the way to the right. Commit, commit, commit. Good, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. There we go, hold it, hold it, hold it. All the way over to the left. Commit, commit. That's another 10. Take a break. I admire the fact that Dave is even up here in my neighborhood trying that. That's another 10. All right, guys, it's bonus time. To lean or not to lean? That is the question. I have to say, I'm all about building confidence. So some people that were trying stuff in there, I was kind of saying to myself, yeah, but maybe you should just stay here. But confidence building, man. Dave up in my neighborhood with no clearance. The fact that he even tried it, it speaks to where confidence is. So I love that. And Brad, all you need to do is lean the bike. You got it. You had it. So any questions on that, guys? That's good stuff. And it's a good way to practice setting it and forgetting it. Like once you get into that turn, that's why I found that the safest place for me to be is right here with you. But right here. Because if I stand outside the circle and you lose it, you can come right at me. Plus, you can hear what I'm saying. And so when Dave's going around the circle, I go a little bit too much speed, and I watch his bike slow down and watch the circle, watch it get tighter, right? So we got to watch the speed, whether it's too fast or too slow. And that leads me to this. Now, Brad, I'm going to tell you right now, this exercise is yours for the taking as far as the winner of this, right? This is a bonus exercise. To lean or not to lean, that's the question. 7 cones, 10 feet apart. The goal is to see how many cones you can clear without putting a foot down. It's a lot of push-ups owed to me today, man. Good thing Dee's here. Dee said he'll do them for you. But he'll do them via Skype. All right. Without putting a foot down, without hitting a cone. Your rear wheel passing the cone counts the cone. And the reason it's to lean or not to lean is if you're doing it straight up, but you make one of the turns too late, and you see you're not going to make the next one straight up, if you want to count that cone, you're going to have to let that bike lean to clear the cone in front of you. Now, with Brad's bike, he could do this like a Serpentine. He could do it. He doesn't have to do it straight up. Like I said, it's his for the taking. Questions? I'm going to demonstrate it. We're going to go for it. Best of 3. So if Brad does it twice, it's over. All right? Just so you know. Brad, go last. No. Go first. Brad's going first. We got to put a little bit of pressure on him. Put the highway pegs in. Cone. 2, 3, 4 cones. 1 cone. Oh, that's it. That's it. 1 cone. Ain't gonna do it at that speed. It's 3 cones. Three cones. 2 cones. 2 cones. That's it. That's it. 2 cones. A little fast. Oh, he's done. 3 cones. That's how I keep it fair too. Good. That's 3. That's 4. 4 cones. We're tied. The handlebar's fast enough. That's all. Right here. Dave's going fast. 4. 4. It's 2. 2 cones. 2 cones. See, he's trying to do this like. That's it. That's it. 2 cones. 3 cones. See right here, he's going too fast. That's it. 3 cones. See, too much speed. That's 3. Turn it. 4. 5. 5. That's the winner. Right at it the whole time. Too much speed. Six cones. The winner goes down with 6 cones. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Alright, that's it. Alright, that's it for to lean or not to lean. Follow the leader time, baby.
I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked, cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride, this one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just so by my side. This one's for the grind, I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind. To the videos, they thought I was a black guy. That's hard to get over. I'm foreigner in the sport, but I'm fully devoted. I don't take it for granted that the door's been open. I knew I was different, I knew I was chosen. A breadwinner, but I'm soft-spoken. Authentic like a 5950 and there's no cap. Let's have a toast to that. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the They done baptized the bad guy. Still don't follow religion. The fabric's not average, the cotton's Egyptian. 500 for the shoes, come dirty, but the European. Less is more and less is the bank. Up the score, I pull up from Trey. From the tray, I'm ballin' like Trey. Do what I can, I do what you can't. I wrote this 30,000 feet up, 10 toes stay G'd up. I'm tryna get that type of wealth, like a house on the hills can't see us. Say the money still me up, stay humble, stay teed up. I don't tell you how to live, so don't hit me with no weak stuff. And if you know the deal, then you know the deal. If it's real, then you know it's real. Toast. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the
The slow race. The winner is the loser. Whoever's back wheel passes these cones first. Last, I'm sorry. Whoever's back wheel passes it last, you are the winner. I'm gonna say on your mark, get set. My hand's gonna come down on go. If my hand comes down and your foot is still on the ground, just stay there. You're out. Questions? Preloaders and V.I.Preloaders, start your engines. On your mark, get set, go. Look at D, looking to the right. Up. D, you got it. Do it again! Do it again! Keep looking to the right again. Andy, you got it! Champion, still. All right, guys, exit interviews, exit interviews. Did you enjoy yourself?
Absolutely, absolutely.
You remember what you rated yourself when you first came out here?
I said a 5.
Any change in that number?
Yes. I'm going to say a 7.
There we go.
And I'm going to say a 7 because I'm still not at your level and you're an 8.
I don't give a damn long as you ain't saying a 5.
But I'll say a 7. I accomplished the 18-foot circle.
Yes, you did, man. Awesome job. Oh, I can't wait for you to see it, too.
Appreciate you,
Good
Rob.
to see you again, brother.
And tell Miss Anita we appreciate all that she does, too.
I will, man. You enjoy yourself?
Absolutely.
You remember what you rated yourself when you first came out?
I think about 4 1/4.
Any change in that number?
Can I go down?
If you want. I mean.
No, I might go about 4 1/2 because,
okay.
Well, we know from back in the fall, like the offset, cone weave.
Yeah.
I struggled with that day.
Absolutely.
And then they come in and killed it 2 times back to back. So, I mean, it's progression with it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, getting back used to the bigger bike versus me playing on the smaller bikes each weekend.
Yeah, man.
And that's a hard transition.
Yeah.
Especially when you start out one way and have to revert back, and then you keep jumping back and forth each weekend.
Just try to keep into your mind the rules don't change.
Absolutely.
If you trust and believe, that's the main thing. Exercise number 3 is so important because if we can get that, everything else becomes easier, because the only reason we struggle with the other exercises is the fear of falling.
Yes.
But if we know we're not going to fall as long as we do this, we're good to go.
Right. Good seeing you again.
See you tomorrow, man. I didn't know they were leaving, so I shut everything down for that. You're welcome. Good to meet you. Good to meet you.
Have never enjoyed anything anymore. It was wonderful, and
Thank you.
are fantastic.
Thank you, dear. That's awesome to hear.
Great example.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Example and tremendous character.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, very much so.
Do you remember what you rated yourself when you first came
I
out?
rated myself a 4.
Any change in that number?
I'm not going to go up. I'm going to keep it a 4.
Okay.
I had some trouble with the figure 8s, which was disappointing.
But. You did great out here today.
Thank you
Pleasure,
very much.
brother. All right. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, I did.
Do you remember what you rated yourself when you first came out?
A 1.
Any change in that number?
No.
Okay.
No.
But you know what you need to work on.
Right.
That's what this is all about, man. Pleasure to meet you, man.
You too. Thank you.
So this guy was tardy for the party. What's your name?
Brad,
Brad, where you from?
Winston-Salem,
How far is that from here?
43 minutes
Okay. How long you been riding the motorcycle?
since November.
Oh, okay, very good. What are you riding today?
Multistrada V4S,
Okay. How long you been practicing slow speed riding?
since I started.
Since you started what?
Since I started riding?
Oh, okay, so right out the gate.
Yeah.
Beautiful. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, what would you give yourself?
A 4.
Okay. Did you enjoy yourself today? Pleasure to meet you, man. You did good out here today. All right, guys, so that's going to do it. Practice session number 76 in the books. I'm going to be here again tomorrow. It's going to be less people, but same location, same start time, 0900. I'm excited about it. I want to give a shout out again, or thank again, Cox's Harley Davidson for just being great host and allowing us to use this lot and, of course, use the facility. Just awesome, because we can't do this without them here, all right? All right, guys, listen, spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. I hope you got something out of this practice session or any of the practice sessions that I do. If you do, if they help you out, if they're entertaining, whatever the case may be, please support the channel by subscribing to the channel. Again, you only have to do it once and it doesn't cost you anything. Of course, if you want to be a V.I.Preloader, now that cost, that's $4.99 a month. And there's certain perks that come along with that if you're interested in that. I'll put the card up here on the right-hand corner of the screen. You can watch that video and it'll explain more. But primarily people do it because they just want to support what we're doing here in Preloader Nation. All right? All right, guys. Seat time doesn't equal practice time, guys. Like I always say, if you have time to ride your motorcycle, you have time to practice on it. Until next time.